Bismillah Rahman Rahim. See the smoking effect right here? Smoke, like I'm a WWE wrestler. Wrestler, not wrestler. Wrestler. You get me? Guys, we roll our R's in it. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. You know, I've seen this comment probably 300 million times already. You stupid bastard. How can I hide when this is my third live stream since the fucking draw? You can subscribe to this channel. Watch Hussam. Why would I hide? You bozo. Actually, it's my fourth live stream. I did MHF, and I did Ahwa, and I did a stream this morning, and this is again another stream. So how am I hiding if I'm live on YouTube, you stupid bastard? Anyway, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. And please, always, as I always say this on every A-listers episodes, and I am happy, I can't lie to you, when I see some of you guys like in their chats and showing them love and support. Guys, please go subscribe to all these guys' channels. They are the bloodline. They are what keep this stream going. So please go subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. Go subscribe to Egal Talks Football. Go subscribe to United Spurs of America, Shikh TV, Vator Games as well. Go subscribe to all these guys' channels, man, because, you know, we want to keep them going. So big up to all of you guys. Like the video. Subscribe to this channel as well if you're ready to do so. Joining me first and foremost, the only deserving draw member of being in the top row. Man, like Shikh is in the building. Hello, Shikh, mate.
Hello everyone. Big up to the chat. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Make sure you guys are running up the likes. And yeah, man, I didn't think I would be sitting here a little bit happy, but boy, am I happy. And we're gonna get into it. But big up to you, Hussam. And yeah, man, like I said, make sure you guys are running up the likes for sure. And yeah, so stop this whole narrative of Hussam is running, man. He's not running. He's been everywhere.
Imagine thinking after a 45-minute Hamza monologue, I'm running. You know, yesterday I timed him. I was quiet for exactly 21 minutes and 20 seconds of him just talking.
Yeah, it's just
imagine. And they tell me I'm running. Hamza cooking is the worst type as well, by the way, because he mentions your whole club history. Like he brings out like everything. Bro, the guys start talking about AFCON and Celtic and shit. Like,
I bet, bro.
What does that have to do with a 2-2 draw, mate?
Yeah, history lesson. Like, do you remember this player? Oh, this guy back in the day was so good.
You're the luckiest person, Sheikh. I can't lie to you because Hamza.
I haven't streamed with him. Yeah,
Hamza quit A-listers. I can't lie to you.
He quit A-listers.
Yeah, we kicked him out in it. So yeah, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. Anyway, big up to you guys. Shikh TV in the description. Joining us next, less embarrassing draw away at Brighton. Considering circumstances, I have to be honest, Lewis. I'm sorry. Palace are like 15th. Come on. You both drew. Brighton is a more respectable club, innit? So joining us on the channel is the biggest troublemaker in the Arsenal fan base. By far, mate. By far the biggest troublemaker. You get me, blood. Egal is in the building. Hi, Egal. Okay, he decided to switch off his camera. Big up Egal anyway.
Big up Egal. Every time.
Yo, my bad. Technical difficulties. My computer turned off out of nowhere. Literally, battery died. But I'm good. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's well. Big up to everybody. Happy New Year's. Happy everything.
Egal, you're currently a black screen.
Yes, camera's still on.
Say wallahi. I can literally see myself.
Wallahi, refresh. Just refresh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, joining us next on the channel, of course, is the man, the myth, the legend. You get me? Hi, Egal.
What's going on, people? How's everyone doing? Honestly,
your other account is still here, by the way. Complete black screen.
How? I have no idea. It doesn't make sense. I'm using the same web browser.
Look, it's literally on the stream, y'all. I swear.
Okay, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Kick it out. Look, everyone, happy New Year's, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Starting off the new year very well. Myself, I know Arsenal dropped points, but it is what it is. We keep it moving. Life's too short to be dwelling over a draw versus Brighton. We seem to drop points to Brighton every time referees get involved. But hey, we're not going to talk about that yet. We'll save that. We'll save that for later. We'll save that for later. We'll save that for later. I just want to say, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves. I got 4 more days before my birthday, and I'm chilling.
Hey, nice.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Personal accolades. Last but not least, definitely a troublemaker in the Chelsea fan base as well. CB cooked the chill guy narrative earlier on Saeed as well. Hello, Lewis. How are you doing, mate?
Guys, I'm gonna imitate an Arsenal fan for 5 seconds. The referee cost me on Saturday as well. So yeah, there you are, and also Brighton haven't won in 9 games. About that's the less embarrassing one, but whatever, we drew. Oh, I'll hold it. Is what it is. Big up to everybody. Great to be back.
Maybe if you went to the corner flag, you could have got the win.
And we'll talk about it, but some will say that they deserve. They could have left.
Okay, I just checked factually. Palace are 15th, Brighton are 10th. Hold that, mate.
Yeah, you're talking table. I'm talking.
All I gotta say is the draw had Lewis. The draw had Lewis deleting tweets.
Actually, using that logic, I should do this.
Oh yeah. You think I'm letting that fucking Mateta tweet run? Fuck that.
Lewis, boom, 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 boom.
Mateta I was playing it smart, man.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do,
man. I was like, yeah, where's that fucking Mateta tweet gone? Get the fuck out.
I respect it.
You should have left it. It would have been another.
I actually like
that, bro. My mentions are still a mess from that Ipswich game. I'm good.
You should not.
I really like it. I actually like Mateta. I wanted us to sign Mateta instead of Nunes. We'd been league champions. Anyway, big up all of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys right now, please like the video, subscribe. Egal, can I run the stream? Because we ain't even at 100 likes yet. These frauds. Yeah, like the video right now and subscribe. And
I want to do underdog gimmick versus blame the ref again.
Listen,
imagine I can blame.
I gotta say commiserations for listening.
Oh, we can all blame the ref this time.
Imagine I blame the ref for Delict's handball. Oh, it should have been handball. This and that.
Anyway, Man United, Liverpool. Shikh, talk to the people, mate.
Yeah, man. Second season in a row, 2 years in a row, where the whole world predicted us to lose this game. Some man said 6-0. I said 2-0 myself. Some people said 4-0, but yeah, 2 years in a row, we've actually surprised everyone. And yeah, myself included. The fact that we took the lead in that game, the fact that we even showed a fight, and I think that's where the result was. Like the result is the result that it is 2-2. All with effort. That's really it. I don't think, and Ruben Amorim talked about it a little bit in his post-match press conference. He said there was nothing to really do with tactics and system. It was just effort. And that's why the likes of people like Bruno Fernandes, and I will say this, I will give him credit. He was our best player in that second half. He wasn't the man of the match for me, personally. I thought Ugarte was the man of the match because I thought he was, in both halves, he was great. But yeah, I can't deny that Bruno Fernandes, that's what happens when you actually play well. That's what happens when you actually don't hoof the ball all the time. And there's a clear idea and plan of what you need to do when you're on the pitch. Not sure what Ruben talked to them in that halftime team talk, but I'm guessing it's just more of like, yo, go out there and really fight. And that's really what it was. I left that game thinking we should have won, to be honest. And when was the last time that I even said that about a game at Anfield? And yeah, it's just more so, it's crazy how we have the performances and the results that we do a couple of weeks ago, and then all of a sudden we just we have a great performance against Liverpool. So that tells me that you can perform well and you guys can play well, but it's just mentality. You should treat every game like how you treated this Liverpool game, especially in that second half. But yeah, I mean, I see people in the chat talking about Bruno was the man of the match. If that's your opinion, that's fine, 100%. My issue more so is with his consistency. I'm not going to go over the top and be like, yeah, Bruno man of the match and Bruno's back and all that type of stuff because he had one great performance. Let's not forget he has 3 red cards this season as a cam. And what about the past 3 games before this game where he played against Bournemouth, against Wolves, against Newcastle? Oh, well, yeah. What about all those games basically? So yeah, it's like, let's not get over the top with this whole Bruno thing. I gave him credit where credit is due, and I said he was our best player in that second half, but let's just leave it at that. But yeah, I think it was more so about, honestly, it was more so about Liverpool not showing up as more compared to us outperforming them in any aspect. They had a lot of chances, the McAllister chance, the Van Dijk chance, which was straight at Onana. Even the Gakpo chance in the first half, they had a lot of chances, but it's more so just that it's very similar to that City game, especially in the second half. We were just in it. And yeah, shocking defending from Liverpool at times. Trent Alexander-Arnold, absolute stinker of a game. I feel like because he was having a stinker in the game, that affected Mo Salah as well, who I thought was really, really quiet. And yeah, I think the pass from Garnacho, again, it wasn't even anything crazy. It was just poor defending from Liverpool at times. They couldn't really get control of the game in moments too, and we took our chances for once. Højlund missing that one chance is crazy. I feel like people don't give the amount of energy that they give to Xerxes to Højlund. Like, let's also just talk about that. Højlund has been someone who's been playing week in, week out, and he gets tons of chances every now and then, but he misses it. But once Xerxes gets taken off, it's so easy to scapegoat him. So yeah, I think we need to give the same energy to Højlund, to be honest. And rest of the team, I thought Dalot was okay. Defensively going forward, like he had one or two. There was that one chance where he played it to Ahmad, and Ahmad didn't time his run correctly. But other than that, I can't really think of anything else he did offensively. But defensively, he did a good job. Kind of kept Salah quiet at times, along with Lisandro Martinez as well, someone who I thought would be suspect, especially after that 7-0 game when we saw what Mo Salah did to him. Yeah, I was concerned, but he did well, and also played a part in the goal too. The goal that he scored, boy, you just taught Højlund how to finish and what he should have done there in that situation. But he won the ball, which was given away by Trent, and then yeah, he ended up scoring the goal too. So my thing is, like, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks. I feel like there will be certain games where we're not supposed to win and we'll get a result, but the consistency part will still always be an issue, and that's something that Ruben Amorim is still going to figure out going into this year. And maybe some January signings. I know we got linked with someone today who I just want to say I don't want him at my club at all. Keep him away. I don't care if it's a loan deal.
I don't Kolo Punani.
Yeah. None of that shit, man. Spurs can take him. I don't know what the other team was, but I know Tottenham were involved, so they can.
Tottenham, Juventus, and you lot.
Yeah, cool. We're just exploring the idea, and I get it, but yeah, man, he's definitely not the guy. But yeah, other than that, my whole point is like this is gonna continue. Like, we're gonna have performances where we're not supposed to have a good performance and results where we're not supposed to have good results, but the consistency part will still be an issue. We have Southampton now, or Arsenal in the FA Cup that we do play next, and then Southampton in the Premier League. So I want Ruben to make a lot of changes in terms of how we played against Arsenal in the Premier League. I thought we could have won that game too. I think we could have got something from that game as well, but it was more so my criticism was on the lineup in that game. And let's see how he approaches this FA Cup game. Play a little stronger lineup than what you did last time. And yeah, just show effort. Players got to show effort. The way that he called out these players in that post-match press conference, talking about how like we've been in our worst ever form and guys are just too comfortable. They're way too comfortable in that dressing room. They're way too comfortable on that pitch. You really have to you have to show that you want to play for this team, and that's exactly what they did in that second half. Every single one of them, I could say, did really, really well, bar De Ligt. And De Ligt was one where I was kind of like, it's very unlikely of a player like him to make the mistakes that he did. And that's why I was pissed, because I don't expect those types of things from him, especially when a certain Harry Maguire is playing alongside him as well. You would expect those mistakes from him. But yeah, foolish from De Ligt. Had no reason to slide there. Handball. I don't know what he was doing in that situation as well. But those are the two type of goals we conceded in that game. And I definitely feel like we could have won that last chance at the end. Whether Xerxes should have shot.
Individual mistakes in that. Still got out the squad.
Yeah, individual mistakes, and again, it's always it's these type.
In the way the game went, I think it's a minor negative on a lot of positives, because you guys were surprisingly good.
Yeah,
especially defensively. I didn't expect that sort of performance from you lot.
Yeah, that's what and I see what Ruben's trying to do, and I feel like we need to back this manager. Like, certain people who were turning on him last week and after these results, where are you guys now talking about this performance? So very quick, very reactionary to talk about certain things, but you have to see the overall picture, and you have to see the situation that we're in. And these players showed you that they can perform. So it's like, give it time, let Ruben Amorim cook what he's trying to cook, and go from there. And we still have a lot to play for this season and this year as well. And we could be out of a domestic competition literally this next week. But yeah, we have to gain some sort of form for this Europa League, because I feel like the Europa League is the only thing we can really compete for if we have some sort of chance. But I'm fully backing Ruben Amorim. I see what he's trying to do, and I just hope that he does get backed in the summer and he gets his players. And yeah, man, that's what I would say. Mo Salah having a stinker, this and that, it's cool. Like I said, I think it was more so about Trent not performing well and Trent not being there in the game at all. Kind of affected
that Trent performance. Fucking hell, mate!
25 times he gave the ball away. His body language and just his behavior for that first goal, where he was just standing there, and even
it's the laziness out of possession for me.
Crazy.
Because fucking hell, man. You
And it
know
was
that I always talk about how
Talk, Lewis,
like
talk. I'll talk after you. Go ahead, go for it.
I always talk about how like I don't care about work rate and shit like that. The reason why is because it's a basic requirement. I don't care about a man being able to like give it his all and work hard and all of that shit because you're a fucking football player. You should be doing that in the first place. He weren't even doing that in one of Liverpool's biggest games of the season. Liverpool Man United. I don't have to tell you lot how important that game is from a rival perspective, from a table perspective, because everybody else had dropped points. And he produces that sort of performance, that sort of laziness. That is genuinely disgusting. Disgusting. Like, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be cooking the fucking piss out of him. Because he allowed Manchester United back into the game. Constantly. And obviously, this ain't an indictment of his season. But to turn up like that in that game, to produce that level of performance, poor.
You know what it is, bro? This gives them a reason to turn on Trent, and they've been waiting. Some of the fans have been waiting to turn on him because of the fact that he's looking to go to Real Madrid. They're on his case more than ever, and I've never seen Liverpool fans turn on Trent. Usually, if he has a bad game, they'll be like, you know what, he's had so many great performances. It's just a one-off. He was horrific. And
because that Ornstein bomber dropped this week too. The worst timing.
And even Hussam, you know, he's not doing. That was one of his worst games, Trent. You can't lie. People are saying he's a scapegoat. He's getting scapegoated, bro. Majority of their attacks came down.
I hate this scapegoat bullshit as well. By the way, like a
majority.
Once again,
let's break it down.
Can we not like criticize the player?
To me with Robert Sanchez, no. If someone's being scapegoated, maybe they're just being shit all the time. And I know this ain't the case for Trent.
Don't try to compare it to Robert Sanchez.
But for this game, he was crap.
I just don't understand how you can say it was scapegoated because he was.
I'll tell you about the scapegoat
narrative
because I'm the one that runs it for your own club, and I'll tell you exactly what I mean. Trent is dog shit yesterday. I've insulted him. I've called him careless. I called him a prostitute. I would like to publicly apologize to all prostitutes because you have to pay money. Yesterday it was free from Trent. No money, no contract. You get me? The guy was just dog shit. The guy was just dog shit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about the scapegoat. We did not draw the game 2-2 just because Trent was shit.
True.
There's a bigger picture here. The bigger picture is the following. Trent was shit, tick the box. Robertson was shit as well, also tick the box. All our forwards did not get the ball, did not create, didn't do anything dangerous, also tick the box. Darwin Núñez is an R word that ends with D and has 6 letters, sorry. You get me?
He's regarded. He's heavily regarded.
Imagine, Lewis. You could go out in London and find better footballers. Wallahi, in the cages. You know the 5-on-5?
Oh, yeah, I'll go Westway, 20 minutes from yards. I'll find someone.
He was running into the penalty box. He tripped over his own fucking dribble. Imagine how useless you have to be. Is he a confidence player?
Oh, no.
Confidence player for 2.5 years of dog shit. Have some shame talk about confidence player. If any club buys him, I'm going to hang their shirt here. I'm going to say thank you, said club. Direct. You guys say thank you.
I remember we were linked.
Thank you to any club that buys him.
Are you still
thank you to any club that buys him. He's linked to AC Milan. I'm going to put AC Milan here. I'm going to thank you, Milan, with his shirt. Thank you for getting rid of this guy. I'm going to do League Gunner 8-hour stream celebrating the fact that he has fucked off. I will never be happier my whole life. When I see that club statement, Darwin Núñez, Allah, it's better than getting married. I hope she does not watch the stream. It's better than getting married. 100% it's better than getting married. It's equal to like marriage. Imagine.
He doesn't mean that, by the way.
Here's the thing with this conversation regarding Darwin. He just shit.
No. Bring it back to Trent.
Go back.
Wait, man. I'm getting that.
Go back to ticking off players that you were
so
saying
he's shit.
Were shit.
So let's acknowledge that he's shit. Number one. Now, when it comes to the game itself, Trent was the one that made the most mistakes. And he lost the ball, and there's always something. Egal probably worked with me the longest out of everyone here. We used to say Trent, yes, can't defend. We agree Trent can't defend, but at least he creates something going forward. At least the guy creates something. At least the guy does something. At least the guy, he has crosses, but the guy didn't even pass the ball properly. The guy didn't even cross properly.
Yep.
The guy did fuck all on the football pitch. How are you so shit you can't even cross the ball? Can't even cross the ball. There was a moment, I don't know if you guys remember, in the second half. By the way, I'm just watching Forest and Wolves. This end-to-end game, I can't lie.
Yeah.
How
same.
can
Come
you
on, Wolves.
have the ball on the counter-attack, and there are 4 attackers running with you, and you decide, like a fraud, to just pass it to a fucking Man United player? And Gakpo is doing right-wing shifts defending while you're walking. I don't know if you guys saw the clip. Trent just walking like this, and Gakpo's doing shifts at right back, shifts at right back, shifts at right back.
There's more than one. I remember for the first goal, he loses the ball and he's just dawdling.
It's not even that, bro. In the
You
first
cannot
couple of
be-
minutes,
Whether you want to leave or not, you can't be careless in a fucking derby. Imagine next
That's
week,
why I'm
let's say,
saying this is
Yeah.
especially disgusting. This
exactly,
game,
let's say Maddison
after
wants to
the
leave Spurs.
bomber
He
that
can't
dropped-
walk against Arsenal. You can't. You can't. This is the biggest game. You can't.
also like you're lucky that this game
and then he
wasn't.
does that after the Real Madrid bid.
You're
Do you know
lucky
how
that this
bad
game
that
wasn't like later on in the season too. Because imagine he put that type of performance when there's much bigger title implications. You guys would be losing it. So it's like you got to keep the same type of energy always. And yeah, he had a shit game. I don't understand why people are saying like we're scapegoating him and all that type of stuff. He just simply had the worst game on that pitch. Like he was the worst player on that pitch. So I don't know if you remember, Hassan, but like minute 1 or 2, there was a moment when Dalot had the ball on the left-hand side and he beat him so easy. And I was just like, yeah, in that moment, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be long for Trent, because Dalot, who I don't even rate going forward, beat him with ease. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be an issue all game for Trent. And that's really what it turned out to be. But it's just laziness. It's like there's no way you can defend that at all. Like that type of laziness shouldn't be against even a team like Wolves at home. It shouldn't be against any opposition. So there shouldn't be any way to like defend. I don't know if anyone is even defending Trent, but yeah, man.
All right.
It's
Also,
crazy.
what's going on with Bradley? Is he injured? Because I heard he couldn't play more
this
than 10
is his first game back. I can't lie.
I'll be real. If these Trent performances continue, give Bradley the starts till the end of the season.
Let's talk about the
I'm all for starting Simicast because with Robertson's
Let's talk about a player. Yeah, let's talk about
But Trent, this is his first game where he's been this shit. So that's why I'm gonna.
Continues, innit?
One second.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with Lewis. I'm saying one more chance.
There's something we got to talk about though. Is it a coincidence that this is coexisting with the offer that's coming from Real Madrid and the whole contract situation? Because I'm not saying I'm not calling him unprofessional, but I'm saying in the back of his mind, he knows the whole Liverpool situation is going with the whole Real Madrid situation is going on. And could that be affecting his performances?
Yes, I feel like yes and no.
Because it is affecting his relationship with the fan base. We know that.
I feel like yes and no, but it's like at the end of the day, whatever happens, I feel like you're still in a title race at the end of the day. Like and first of all, this whole deal's not done. Like nothing's been done. It's just been rumors that Real Madrid are looking to sign you and trying to get some pre like contract agreement, but nothing's done. So it's like how I think of it is like you're still an employee of this club who's competing for a title. So perform. It's as simple as that. Like you have to perform. Think about all that shit in the summer. You still have a lot to play for this season. And like I said, man, it's like Liverpool should feel lucky that this game wasn't like on the latter stages of the season. Kind of like our game at Old Trafford last year when it was at 2-2. Like much bigger implications then. But it's like, yeah, I think they're kind of lucky with the fact that this type of performance can happen in like January. But yeah, he can't continue to play like this. And like I said, he can't continue to play like this against even the smaller teams because you're competing for a league. You are competing for a league title. So, and what better way for these same fans who are going after Trent? What if he wins you this league and leaves? Wouldn't that just be a lot better too? So how I see it for him is like, okay, if you want to kind of get away from all this criticism, then perform, win Liverpool fans are the league that they want, and then dip, and it'll be a happy ending. And that's
and here's the thing.
You know what? It's Liverpool's league to win. If they keep dropping points, they're letting somebody else get into the.
Let me just say this, Egal, before we get to the title race thing.
I think they still win it though.
No one would agree with me if I said the same for Virgil or Mo, because their application has nothing to do with a contract. Their contracts are expiring as well. They haven't signed extensions either. But
I
no
know,
one's going to
but-
come here and say Mo played like shit yesterday because his contract is expiring. No.
I know,
because
but
they
he's
played
not being
well.
linked to PSG for contract talks right
Yeah,
now.
but no. Actually, he has been linked to PSG. Just
I
right.
know, but it's not concrete. That's what I'm
Just
saying.
open new tab. Just open new tab. Salah PSG. You will see. No, it is concrete. He's literally friends with Nasser Al-Khelaifi. But this is the problem. Big up Ralda and Teranga. Trent's lack of application can't happen again. Agreed. That's the issue. Lack of application. You can't be fucking walking and play like shit at the same time.
Fair
You
enough.
can't.
True.
And
How
Bruno,
is Gakpo doing a defensive shift from left wing to right back to defend your ass, and you can't? Did you see Konate at the end of the game? Huffing and puffing because of how much space he had to cover. Doing all this. That's the problem here. That's the problem. Big up Radla and Teranga. I agree.
no. 1
But
second.
even as bad as
give
Robertson
Manchester
is, he
United
doesn't
credit.
even jog.
Give Manchester United credit. They spotted the weakness in the back line. They attacked that space between Trent and what do you call it, Konate, and they continued to utilize that space because they knew if they go 1v1 versus Van Dijk, he's gonna win majority of the time. So they're like, you know what, we're gonna go from the other side and try to keep Van Dijk away from our attacking phases. And if we do cross the ball, we're gonna try to. That's the only time he's gonna have a job to do. And as for Bruno Fernandes, boy, and no one's gonna give him credit. I know you don't want to talk about him, Shikh, because you don't rate him that much.
No, I gave him credit. I gave him credit.
I'm just gonna say Bruno Fernandes was the best player on the pitch. Like,
that's your opinion. Let's
give him credit. Let's give him his credit. The guy deserves it. He played.
Who do you think
well.
the best was, Shikh?
Ugarte, hands down. Ugarte,
right.
I thought was the best player.
Okay,
Like he was
enough.
bossing that midfield. Yeah, he was bossing
Bruno
that midfield.
Fernandes was.
It's
one
crazy
of the
because
Bruno's your best player. You're a fraud player, FC.
Bruno.
No,
Bruno
what?
What?
I thought he was our best player.
Bruno's the biggest rat in the universe, but he was United's best player.
No, I thought he was our best player in the second half. I said that, but he was not good in the first half. He wasn't good in the first half.
But
he gave the ball away a lot. He gave the ball away a lot in the first half. In the second half, we scored our first goal in the second half. In the first half, he was terrible. The reason why I give Ugarte man of the match because I thought he was brilliant in both halves.
I think Ugarte hype is new signing hype. But he had a.
What are you talking about? New signing hype? Like Ugarte was playing under when he was playing under Ten Hag was terrible.
When
people had all these.
When you sign a new player, the first season you don't tend to look at their flaws. You look at their positives.
Okay, but it's a different situation with Ugarte because I think you're forgetting that we had two different managers this season. When he started off the season with Ten Hag, everyone was talking about how it isn't a good signing based off of how we play under Ten Hag. But now you're seeing that Ugarte, who actually fits a system like this, who has worked with Ruben Amorim before at Sporting, is playing well. And that's really it. I said this today too. I said the Newcastle game, we needed Ugarte in the Newcastle game because if you look at the differences between the Newcastle game and this game, we had a lot more control. We were winning the ball a lot when Liverpool were trying to get it in those. There were still moments where like they were able to break the lines and they were just on an island by themselves and they were running through. But Ugarte, like, in all moments of the game was great. He like in his feet when the ball was on his feet. There was a moment where he got past like 2 or 3 players. The counterattacks. He cut out like 3 or 4 counterattacks himself, just being the last person there. So all of those type of things is just suggesting that that's a player who's getting the system right. And Amad Diallo is another one when he was playing wingback who was getting the system right. Yeah,
I was going to speak about it. Let me say something about Ahmad. Can we all admit Ahmad's a big game player? I know Hussein's going to probably roll his eyes, but this guy's performed in a lot of these big games. He stepped up versus City. He stepped up versus Manchester United in the FA Cup last year. This year, he stepped up versus Manchester United again. He's constantly stepping up in these big games. I've seen enough to say that this kid's a big game player. How old is he? 23 years old, and he's already showing that he can take 22 years old, and he's already showing he can take the game by the scruff of the neck for Manchester United. That is exactly what they needed from the likes of Sancho, Anthony. Rashford's done it at times, but not consistently. But overall, if Ahmad can continue to do this, he has a bright future ahead of him. But right now, I've seen enough to say that he's a big game player.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I'll say this, like I'll be honest, I don't think his performance was the best, Amad Diallo, to be honest. Like at times, I don't think he was as explosive as he should have been. I thought he should have actually attacked Robertson on that right-hand side much, much more. because I was like, yo, Robertson has been a liability for Liverpool. We're attacking Trent's side a lot. Keep the same energy on the right-hand side too, because I think we actually have better players on that right-hand side as well. Diogo Dalot and Bruno Fernandes in the past couple of games on that left-hand side, it's been absolutely non-existent going forward. But the right-hand side, where I think Mazraoui is better on the ball and Amad Diallo is better on the ball too, we just didn't attack it too much, and I was kind of disappointed by that. But yeah, overall about Amad, this is just someone who again gets the system right, wants to actually play for the team and play for the badge, and you can see that he's clearly our best attacker on the pitch.
Lead.
So
sorry,
yeah, that's what I would say about that, to be honest. But that's really it. Another thing I would say also is that I think there will come a time where Ruben is going to have to make, like, if the results do kind of continue where we do kind of pick up some losses and draws here and there, I think he does have to think about putting Amad back into a wingback role, because when he was in the wingback role, we were actually a lot more fluid, scoring a lot more goals. And that's where a lot of our results were coming from. And I understand that he tried out Amad in the 10 because that's something that I actually wanted myself, to see an attacking player of his quality be high up.
How about try Anthony in that position?
Yeah, currently it's this type of thing where, like, we know that Amad should be playing high up, and it's not a question, but we're in a type of situation right now where we need to get results, and you need to do anything at this point.
Don't you have other wingers who can play there?
Well, it's more so like, play. I mean, our front three is going to be.
Does Anthony defend? Try him there.
Yeah, I've been saying this. Try Anthony at a right wing back, or try someone else. Like, try a Garnacho for a game at like a left wing back or a right wing back. Try something different, but tweak it in that aspect. Like, I'm not for the whole go switch to a back four and all of that type of stuff, but because I don't think these players are good for either system. They've shown it past couple of years that they're not good for a back four, they're not good for a back three, they're just not good at all. So I've been seeing.
I think both of you guys should be upset. Hussam should be upset because of his team's overall.
I think Hussam should be more upset than,
and I think you should be upset because where was this versus all the shit teams that you played throughout the last couple of weeks?
Yes, and this is the thing I have to say to them. Like, would you be shocked if you drop points to Southampton next week?
No. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like, I've been saying this for weeks that we will not get results where we're not supposed. Like, we will get results where we're not supposed to, and that's just the reality of this type of situation, is that it's going to be very, very hard for Ruben Amorim to find some sort of consistency with these players, because that's just who these type of players are. But you'll see performances like this. My thing is more so the mentality. If you go with this mentality into every single game, especially in that second half, then yeah, man, the sky's the limit, and you can perform like this. These players have shown me that you can perform like this, and Ruben Amorim set us up to perform like this. So that's really it. Go with that same type of mentality up until the rest of the season, because some of these players, I'm telling you, are not going to be here. And that's it. Go with just perform, man. It's as simple as that. We wanted it more than Liverpool that day, and that's the reason why we ended up getting a draw. Liverpool just didn't really turn up, and let's just be honest with ourselves. We wanted that,
and I also think this is the second time that Liverpool's has faced United at Anfield. Oh, fuck off, Wolves! You're fucking shit.
Yeah, they
sorry. Yeah,
2 years in a row.
This is the second time that you lot have meant to have had a funeral at Anfield, and it's ended up in a draw. So I think it's been yet another time where everyone's got a little bit too overconfident for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the entire vibe going into this is United are dying. It's going to be 4 goals minimum. You got fucking Gary Neville throwing snow onto the Anfield pitch trying to get the game cancelled and everything.
Facts.
You're left with a draw again.
Yeah,
these things happen, man. I remember it happened to us. I remember talking the most smoke before we played Arsenal, and they were in the relegation zone, and we were 3-0 down in 60 minutes. It happens all the fucking time.
For real. Yeah, it's like Ruben just time and time again, he every post-match press conference that he does have, it just feels like he's talking straight to the players. And like he said it too, and he's just said, yeah, this is what happens when you actually show up and show some sort of effort. And that's really it. Like, that's all that they required in that second half, was just more effort than Liverpool. And it's so similar to Man City, like the second half in the Man City game too. We were peppering them. We were creating chances. And yes, it was a Mateus Nunes bozo moment that ended us having us back into the game. But up until then, I could have also said that we could still get some goal out of this, and we could still get a draw out of this. And that's really it. So we've gone to we've gone to the current champions, and we've gone to the champions elect, and we put out great performances in both those grounds. So I see it.
Sam, and I see what he's trying to do. Champions elect. You heard that? You paying attention? Champions elect.
You guys are still gonna win the league, Hassan.
Are you done, Egal?
You're still gonna win the league. Just want you to say it though. But can you talk about Mo Salah as
What?
well? 'Cause
You
haven't
know,
mentioned
I
him.
realized something with Lewis. This is the same thing that they did to Lewis, and now I understand why we got on Lewis's nerves. Everyone just begging Lewis a month ago to say Chelsea are in a title race. Everyone just begging him to say it. What difference does it make to your life if Lewis says it or not? And what difference does it make to your life if I think we're going to win the league or not? What difference does it make, huh? Let's assume for the sake of argument, I think we're going to lose it or I think we're going to win it. What difference does it make? I just want you to say it. This obsession of just saying like, oh, I want you to say you're going to win the league. Okay, we're going to win the league. We're not going to win the league. What difference does it make?
No,
What
it's just
difference
more
does it
so.
make
It's
when
more
you
so
ask
that.
me to say?
But wait,
Just
I'm interested. Like, are you still in the same position, or think you guys are favorites, not favorites?
Listen,
Because I do want to know how long before you actually like believe you can win it.
Nottingham Forest, as things stands, are 6 points behind us. Next week is going to be a title clash, mate. Going to be title clash. We have to beat them away from home. Going to be a very difficult game.
See, I would have spoke about the smiling, but I actually agree with you. It is going to be a difficult game, and you have to win.
But it is. I'm smiling because you're staring into my soul. Like you're waiting
You already
for me to
lost to
give
them
it.
this week.
You're just
season.
staring
No,
at me, and I'm like,
no.
shit. What did I say?
One
That's wrong?
second, 1 second.
No, but I
you
hear it
say-
though. Like, I don't even think that's
Don't you
shameless
guys?
or nothing.
Don't you guys ask me about Arteta being sacked every stream? Like
Yes,
there's
because
questions-
you're in
this stream as
phase
well.
5.
I'm gonna
There's
ask you.
just
You're in phase
questions.
five,
There's just
yeah.
questions. There's just questions that we get every week. And Hussam, you sparked up the cigarette because you're already getting stressed from even thinking about.
Maybe
the
I
title.
smoke even when we're winning games, Habibi. What is this
Listen.
notion? Shut up, Mo.
I
What's
think
this
I think
notion that
I think the
smoke
leopard in
because
the
of
tree
stress, mate?
bullshit. The leopard in the tree bullshit or gimmick needs to be put to bed.
Cry, mate.
It doesn't work as much as the sharks and stuff. It just doesn't work. Man
Well,
City
you
sharks.
Leopard in the
You-
tree gimmick versus I'm gonna wait till May to decide
Leopard
on
in the
Arteta
tree,
gimmick.
but you were a cat in the tree yesterday, Hassan. Your team was a cat in the tree,
Ooh.
hiding. Are you gonna
You're
are
13.
you gonna mention Mo Salah today at all? Because every stream you do, every stream you mention Mo Salah. So are you gonna mention him today?
Oh,
We're
of
not bringing
course
up the
we can mention
picture.
him. I said yesterday he
Mo
was average.
Salah. Yo, by the way, does Manchester United's shirt not look like an Egyptian flag, or am I tripping?
Oh, it does like the
Similar
three
colours, isn't it?
stripes. Yeah, kind of.
I'm like, what the hell? They did it in honor.
Maybe
of
that's
Mo Salah.
why. Maybe that's why he didn't show up. Maybe that's why. But yeah, man. Hassam, you like to bring up
Bro, he
Palmer.
scored a
You
goal.
like
You
to
can't
bring
say
up
he didn't
Palmer
show
stuff.
up.
So
He
let's keep the
scored-
same
he
energy
scored the
for Mo
penalty.
Salah. Let's keep the
He
same
scored
energy
the
for big
penalty. You
players,
can't
right?
say he didn't show up, Sheikh. Come on, don't be shameless.
I will say, yeah, for best in the league
Shit penalty
standard,
too. Shit
that
penalty
wasn't
too.
it.
Is what I'm gonna say.
that wasn't it.
Oh, now you're doing that. What about when Cole Palmer scores a goal and doesn't do shit the
You
rest of the
see,
game?
this is me giving the energy back.
We're just
innit?
yeah, I'm just giving the energy
the
back.
energy
That's
back.
really it.
I play to my opposition.
I see right through your
Okay.
bullshit.
Salah was not good yesterday.
Yeah,
are you guys
what
saying?
about
He's
you,
not
brother?
good
I'm
yet. He
still
was
waiting
not
for
good
you to
yesterday.
hold Arteta accountable.
We're gonna get there. Don't worry. Now, when it comes to Salah, I said
Mhm.
Salah was average yesterday.
Not with these injuries and refereeing decisions.
I expect.
Ah,
I
here we
expect-
go.
Oh my
See,
God.
according to
Okay,
Salah,
Sheikh, put yourself in my place. Why should I criticize Salah if this guy gonna criticize refs the whole time? Why should I?
you know
Tell
what,
me.
that
We're
is-
on the
that
same
is-
panel.
yeah.
So, okay, so guys,
That is-
welcome to A-listers. Guys, Chelsea got robbed, Liverpool got robbed, Arsenal got robbed. Khalas, done. Yalla, end stream. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys are liking
No,
it.
I
What
was
did
more
Liverpool
so
get
just
robbed
saying
for?
address it. It's because this whole
We
time
changed
No,
the title
I
to
am
blame the
addressing
referee.
it. But this guy
Address
keep
it,
talking
yeah.
about the referees. Like,
Because
he keeps-
earlier-
Can you change?
he's just
earlier-
saying
Can you
it
change-
every 3
1 second,
seconds.
1 second.
He mentions
Sam,
referees.
earlier
Sam,
you were ticking
Sam,
off.
can
You were
you
saying
change the
Robert,
title?
Everyone,
tick
no,
off.
stop. You gotta
Can you
stop.
change the
tick off.
title?
Vlad, you're
Go.
anti-Dote
Change the
is
title
here
to
because
Arsenal
Spurs is
robbed.
here. 1 second, because Jacob is
Can
here.
you change
He's
the
your
title to
antidote.
everyone robbed?
Yeah.
He's your exactly. He's your
Everyone
antidote
robbed.
because he will cook any Arsenal fraud who start talking about the referees and shit. You get me? Get over it.
He's the kryptonite. For
You're
real.
just gonna sit here and talk
Temporary
about Ange,
fixes.
mate. Ange,
Hello,
the
Jake.
hypocrite.
How you doing?
Hey,
mate?
I was robbed too.
We should have
Yes.
had a penalty too.
The ref robbed me. Handball.
Yeah, everyone
Joel
was
Linton.
Hey,
robbed.
handball.
Let's go.
Delict,
I
yeah.
got robbed.
Delict wasn't a handball, man.
That
Delict
was a
wasn't a
handball.
handball,
Bullshit.
man. It
That
was a
wasn't.
handball.
It
This
wasn't.
is Howard Webb's fault.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
All
let's
all
talk
I know
about
is
Salah.
Dermot
Can I
Gallagher's
speak
gonna
now,
come on
mate?
and say it wasn't a handball.
I
I just want you to address him. That's all I'm
Yo,
saying.
do you know
Because
Yeah, Habibi,
earlier-
I'm gonna address it if
earlier-
you guys stop talking about for 10 seconds.
I was waiting for
Anyway.
you. Earlier, you were ticking off players. I was waiting for you to tick off Salah as well, but you just went past it. That's why I'm just like, yo,
It's a
can you just
kick.
like bring it
It's a
up? You know,
No,
you know?
you can never get at Mo Salah. He's the Egyptian king.
You wanna know why you're a
No,
fraud?
no, he
I
wants
said-
to. He wants to. So
Yeah, he
You
wants
wanna
to.
know why
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a fraud? Because in my little speech, I said all the forwards were ineffective. Where does Salah play? Fullback? There you are.
Forward.
Number one. Number two, when it comes to Salah, yesterday he had an average performance. I expect more from him. But Sheikh told me something before the stream started, which I agree with, which is he thinks the reason why Salah didn't perform at a high level was Trent wasn't there to help him out. And I do agree. You need your
Definitely.
fullback to cook with you sometimes. But
That's
still, I
fair.
expect better.
Yeah.
In the first half, he created our most dangerous chance, the pass to McAllister. McAllister probably should have scored that, but he's a midfielder. You can't expect him to have a high finishing level.
But he still should have scored, though. He still should have
But
scored.
in the second half, I expect a lot better in the second half. His second half performance wasn't it. I know he scored the penalty. By the way, Onana should have saved that. I have no idea how he
saved.
scored.
Yeah.
Onana's a fraud. But yeah, should have. We should have done a lot better with that game. So yeah, I'm just disappointed in Salah's performance. But when someone else is the reason, like, okay, I'll give you this. If I'm doing player ratings, the maximum I'm giving a player is probably 7. You know, like maybe Van Dijk and Konate, because they had to do so much groundwork to cover up for the other people's fuck ups. I give McAllister maybe a 7, Gravenberg a 7. The rest of them all get to low scores. Literally, no one get high scores. Like Salah will get a 3, Diaz will get a 2, Gakpo will get like maybe a 6 because he scored a goal. But the rest of the whole team just weren't good, man. They weren't. That's the reality of the situation. And that comes back to my scapegoat narrative. I keep the same energy. I'm not blaming just Trent for that, because there were many players who were shit. Many. You think we just draw 2-2 just because of Trent? No. Yes, he's the main culprit and he gets a 0 out of 10. But also one of the reasons you draw is because people get 3s and 2s and 1s. And they also play like shit.
Yeah, we didn't even
Another
mention
player
Luis
as an
Diaz.
example I'm disappointed with is Jota. Jota's someone who I expect to be a difference maker. He came on, didn't really make a difference. But in fairness to him, he was playing in the 10. Darwin Núñez tripping over his own dribbles. You get me? The wingers that we have, I expect it to be more effective. Midfielders, McAllister, Gravenberg, I feel bad for them. Robertson gets a 1. Trent gets a 0. That's what I'm saying.
First.
See? No ref talk. Hold that, Egal. No ref talk. I didn't mention the ref once because you are a fraud. Anyway.
So where are you at with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Hassam?
Imagine, Jacob, you're dating a beautiful woman.
I don't have to imagine. I've been fortunate
But
my whole
then-
life.
Can I give you the hypothetical, mate?
Well, you said
Mate.
imagine. I was,
It's not
Yeah, but
just
we're talking about in
reminisce.
the dating phase. In the dating phase, imagine that's happening in the dating phase. You're still getting to know each other. You get me? And then up steps up Dennis Rodman. You get me?
uh-oh.
And he's interested. You see how I know NBA? I know who to mention. It's not even about level. I'm talking about like
He said
You know,
Dennis
like-
Rodman, you know?
that guy.
Rodman
You
is
know,
crazy, man.
that guy steps up. You have to acknowledge. Oh, what did you just say? Oh, I'm in trouble. Real Madrid.
I've
are
always
the Dennis
wanted
Rodman.
a lady who'd fight me for a board. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so when it comes to this conversation, I acknowledge it's the biggest club in the world. We are in trouble, and I'm accepting more and more he's gonna leave, mate. Unfortunately,
Fair enough.
Well,
And
I mean,
hey,
what
players come and
started
go.
out as him
And
Players
luring
come
Jude
and go.
Bellingham to
Sam, you're not
Liverpool is
gonna
now
do
Jude
what
Bellingham
other people
luring
trying to
him
do.
to Madrid.
Sam,
It's
you're not
and
gonna
what's
do what
funny
other
is I'm not
people
in
trying to do.
denial like these Arsenal fans. Oh, Saliba loves us. He's staying at Arsenal. He's not going to Real
Nobody's
Madrid.
saying that.
Let him have one call from Carlo Ancelotti. He's gone, mate. One call.
Carlo's not even going to be there when he gets there. But
Let him have one call from Florentino Perez. He's gone, mate.
Listen, Hussam,
Happy
Hussam, the difference between me and you is you are currently in the best situation you've been in a long time. The player's already won major honors. Saliba for us hasn't won anything. So if he leaves at the end of the day,
Oh my
let's be
word.
honest, he's not a club
Inter
legend.
Milan have bottled it. Oh my god.
He's not a club legend yet. Similar to how Trent is a club legend, grew up in your academy. It's completely different. But hey,
Where's Mo?
your fans are giving him the Steven Gerrard treatment already. They're already giving him the Steven Gerrard treatment when he was trying to go to Chelsea. They're cussing him. They're going crazy already. You're not
hear you,
gonna.
mate.
I'm just like,
You
hey,
can
man,
ignore that?
players come and go. That's really what it is.
Anyone
Like,
here
it's
sense the
cool.
deflection from that Arsenal performance? Big up to Gregory. Says
What
one thing.
Tammy Abraham
Can we
proper
talk about the
fucking
Arsenal
shell.
game? You want to talk about it? Let's talk about
Can
it.
I do super chats first? Can I run my channel, please, Egal?
I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
One thing you can't accuse Robbo of is lack of effort. I hear you.
That's
He's
facts.
dog shit, but he tries.
For the record,
Wow.
Pulisic is the one who spotted the first pass, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Pulisic, proper Chelsea,
Shout out
man.
Captain
Forza Milano.
America.
Most cities are blue, but your city, yours
Shout
is
out to
red.
LeBron
Mate.
James.
Yours is
LeBron
red.
James
Gregory, you
soccer.
want Nunes
Yeah.
sold, but you can't say the same thing about Nunes. He doesn't lack effort. You have to be good and have effort, not shit and have effort. The comparison between Saka and Ahmad is mad. Calm down, Man United. I can't lie to you. I think
who's
Ahmed
making
started
those?
this whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
I seen
Ahmed.
him. I heard he said Ahmed was the best right winger in the league yesterday. I hope he was joking because yeah, he's far from it. Far from it. Far from it.
I hear you, mate.
I would never be one to say what is or isn't a club legend, but I see the thing that says from one of your mods says Trent's not a legend. From an outside perspective, I would think he should be considered a legend. He's won the Premier League with y'all. He's won the Champions League with y'all.
No, he's
won
a
everything
legend.
with y'all.
He is. To me,
Yeah,
he's
a legend. I would say he's a
Can't lie.
legend.
He is
too.
a legend.
And I ain't gonna lie, when he first came out of the academy with them free kicks, it was like, wow, who's this guy? And you know, he's been one of the best right backs. And I think, you know, from a bird's eye view, there was years where it was like, who's better between him or Reece? And Reece just kept getting injured, so it was like, well, I guess it's him. And they were the two best right backs in the league for a time.
No, I'm with you. That's why for me, I consider him a legend. And one thing as well in the whole legend thing, the reason why I don't consider Michael Owen a legend is because he played for Man United.
Oh yeah,
Trent ain't going to Man United.
that I get.
Yeah, that's the thing. Abud MCI with a shitty picture says, as a long-time Liverpool fan, Trent was a disgrace. Send him off to City. You are a fraud. And at least change your account.
Crazy.
Make it believable. Your name is Abud MCI with a City Champions picture on it, and you say as a long-time Liverpool fan. يا أخي عبود يا أخي مسختها يا أخي مسختها يا عبود. بعدين معك يا عبود. بعدين معك. حاط لي صورة مان سيتي وبتقول لي long-time Liverpool fan. بعدين معك يا عبود. بعدين معك يا عبود. بعدين حبيبي. إيش في long-time Liverpool fan and you have a City fucking picture and a name. Make it believable at least. Make it believable. You fraud. Anyway, perfect segue to Arsenal. Before we do that, Netweed Super Chat. Everyone in the chat, you are a bunch of frauds. You are a bunch of frauds. Because we have 600 people here. And
Hey,
we're not
Emerson
even at 200
Royale,
likes.
come on.
Can you imagine? We're not even at 200 likes. Let's get to
Come on,
200
yo.
likes.
They gave him
ASAP.
Kaka's number. The
Every
disrespect.
single one of you guys right now, please
No,
hit the like
the
button.
respect owed.
Guys, can I tell them to like the video? Guys, please hit the
Sorry,
like
I
button.
saw Emerson
It is
Royale, bro, and he's gonna
proud.
win a trophy. Just like every player that leaves Tottenham in their first year, they go win a trophy wherever else they go. So congratulations, Emerson Royale.
Well, Harry Kane hasn't won
You
a
should
trophy
leave
yet.
Tottenham
still.
yourself. Come win a trophy.
Oh yeah, well, Harry Kane is the only
Yeah.
he's truly Tottenham. Like I said, he's one
He's
of our
truly-
own.
Hey,
He is
you can
Tottenham.
leave Tottenham.
Speaking of Harry Kane, truly Arsenal, you get me. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing.
Full
Egal, right?
time, hold
Saliba
that.
and Saka are leaving us by 2026.
And we're go.
Hello, Egal, Habibi. Talk to me about
Netweed talks like he's a Chelsea fan, bro.
Okay, talk to me about Arsenal then. How about you talk
No,
about
he's
Arsenal?
got standards. Respect.
Wow, there you are,
It's
mate.
nothing to do with standards, bro.
There you are, mate.
Man, just
No,
another-
that's Arsenal. I get it.
another pessimistic Arsenal fan who wants Arteta sacked and thinks all the players are going to leave and we're not going to win the league and the season's a write-off and everything's just useless and we should just give up on everything and just give up life and be like, everyone just be like, Liverpool wins the league. Whoever we play in the FA Cup is going to beat us. Whoever we play in the Champions League is going to beat us. That's not standards. That's conceding. That's just giving up before you even try. Has nothing to
Okay,
do
can you
with-
talk about Arsenal now?
Okay, let's talk about Arsenal. First things first, Ethan Winery is a G. Man comes in, steps in for Bukayo Saka, scores the opening goal. Mikel Merino sets up the goal. People are really getting onto Mikel Merino's case because of the transfer. They feel like it's not a transfer that's uplifting us. But you know what? It's early. I'm not going to write the guy off. People need to understand. Yes, he hasn't had the best start to his season at Arsenal, but he also has had some injuries. He's acclimatizing to a new league, which he's coming back to actually. So, and a new team. So fair enough. With a lot of chopping and changing with the midfield, it doesn't help. It doesn't help having to play Thomas Partey at right back. It doesn't help having to manage with all these injuries. But hey, no Kai Havertz, no Bukayo Saka. Arsenal's attack looked really poor. We looked poor offensively. We got the 1-0 win. We had the 1-0 lead. We could have grinded it out and won the game 1-0. But what happened was the referees gave a very controversial decision, and I don't think any of you guys have ever seen a accidental coming together, being given as a penalty before. We seen on that day alone a Chelsea situation where the player got taken out, should have been given as a penalty, wasn't given. We seen a situation where there's a handball, should have been given as a blatant handball, not given. And the one incident that is like, you know what, nobody complains. People just play on. The referee says Saliba headbutted him when they both got the ball. And you know what? Dermot Gallagher, the fucking fraud on Sky Sports, after the game came out and said the ball, Saliba didn't get the ball. The ball got Saliba. What? The fuck is he talking about? What is he talking about? The guy's crazy. Long story short, I've not seen any referee ever give that before, and you're never going to see any referee give that again. Arsenal this season, well and truly, has been a first of many things. First time we've seen a player get sent off in a game for kicking the ball away. First time we've seen a player get a yellow card, sending off for kicking the ball away. First time we've seen a player get given a penalty for that kind of situation, and also some of the most harshest penalty decisions happening against us this season, in addition to our injuries. Honestly, I just feel like it's a joke. Because if you add it up, the two Brighton games, that's 4 points right there. The Bournemouth game, that's another 3 points right there. That's 7 points right there. We would be ahead of Liverpool right now by 1 point. Just those 3 games. Then you include the Liverpool game in itself. They disallowed that goal at the end of the game. That would have been a potential 6-point swing with Liverpool, with us getting the 3 points against Liverpool there. Sorry, that would have been a 1 point swing. No, it would have just been 2 points. So yeah, it would have been a 2 point swing, and we would have had another 2 points right there on top of what we currently have. So that would be what, 9 points? We could be 3 points ahead of Liverpool right now if it wasn't for fucking refereeing decisions. Let alone the
bro,
injuries.
did you say you're not going to blame injuries and refs? And then I've heard refs injuries about 4 different times in the last.
I don't know when I said I'm not blaming injuries.
Wait, Egal, so do you just want us to not have referees in games at all? Like, is this just what it is?
Bro, it would be nice to have robots, yeah.
In mathematics, and I'm not a big math guy, but there's a little thing I understood real quick. There's a little thing I understood about algebra. And in algebra, there's an independent variable and a dependent variable. Now, again, I'm not a mathematician, but my basic mind could understand this basic part. So an independent variable is things that are going to occur regardless. Dependent variables are things that are going to occur because of something else. So an independent variable would be referees getting it wrong. That's why I think it's such bullshit to blame refs or give credit to refs or give anything to refs other than the middle finger, because to me, they're going to get it wrong. They're going to get it right. It goes both ways, and it happens every match, every day. Sure, sometimes they're, more heavily favored for this guy on that week, and then on the next week it can change. But again, it is an independent variable that all the players know, the manager knows. He's trying to fight the fourth official every week. But this is an independent variable that happens regardless.
Let me ask you a simple question, Jacob. Honestly, from the bottom of your heart, Arsenal hate aside, have you seen a penalty given for 2 players going for a header for a ball?
Bro, your dude was handballing, playing basketball in the damn box last year. No one says shit. Oh, but that's just the ref's call. We got to accept the ref's call.
I will say this.
Lucas Moura goes down on a foul versus Sheffield United, and the hand, and he goes to put his hands underneath him. No, I'm bringing it up because there's a million points that everyone can go to. Should be, shouldn't be. The point of the matter was it wasn't.
1 second, we were 1-0 up. That still would have drawn it level. No guarantee we lose that game. But regardless, today on Saturday, was that a penalty, bro? Was that a penalty? Be honest.
Clearly not, because the ref said no.
No, I mean, was it a penalty that Joao Pedro got for when Saliba made contact with him?
Well, I guess it was, because they did give it to him.
So you're just gonna go based on the referee's opinion. You don't have an opinion for yourself.
I'm going off of based on what the history books are going to say. It was that a pen was awarded because of X foul from X player, and therefore, yes, it was a penalty. Do I think Joe Linton handled the ball and the build-up? Yes, but does that matter? Because outside of that, it is still the team's job to rectify the result based off of their abilities, not because someone's had a decision go against them.
Have you ever seen a penalty given in that situation before?
Okay, but
I've seen a lot of bullshit penalties awarded. I've seen a lot of bullshit penalties not awarded.
Just because we
See,
haven't made,
here's the
seen a
deeper thing
situation.
about it. It shouldn't have come down to that one decision because, like, why did you guys just switch off as soon as they got
There's 89
to 1-0?
more minutes outside of the
football was
bad
slow as
result.
shit and uninspiring. And Brighton looked arguably the better team in the second half. So the bigger thing is, like, why is phase 5 just coming down to one penalty? Why couldn't you have been 2-0 up against them? They haven't won in 9 games. They're very out of form.
Even outside of that, Lewis, my point is there's 90 minutes that you can go out there and dictate what happens as a result. And you're allowing a guy who's, yes, could be working against you. There's plenty of people who's worked under far worse problems and still came out successful in every walk of life and in football. So to me, blaming refs, giving credit to refs, it's just weak. It's an easy excuse. Like injuries. Like, as much as I want to blame injuries, squad depth and all this stuff, you brought up injuries. Everybody got injuries.
I have a question.
Like Liverpool last season at Tottenham, that's a refereeing bullshit game. Like, not like
guess what? W.
Decision. It's standard.
Yeah.
Always.
And it's a W. Hold that,
Get
Hassan.
bad decision from the refs. Fucking.
Okay,
And guess
guys,
what?
I
The
just wanna
history
say
books
one
will
thing.
forever say that was a win for Tottenham. So Jurgen Klopp, you can hold that all the way to Schnitzelville.
Can we relax on Klopp? He's retired now, mate.
Yeah.
Listen,
hold
I
that
think
Guy, all them
Plenty of
just
time
all
for
them
later
fucking
hosing, huh?
cigarettes somewhere.
guys.
He's smoking cigarettes somewhere, watching the stream, going like, "Why the fuck is Jacob talking about me?"
Okay,
Let me just say one.
What did he say fuck me for?
Let me just say one thing. Egal, Habibi, let me say one thing. I beg. Lewis, I'll bring up your thing in a second. Egal, can I say one statement, mate? Let me just say one statement. Genuinely, okay? Here's the thing I want to say. If Arsenal are on the front foot and you're attacking and you hit the post 2 times and you cooked the fuck out of Brighton and it ended up being a 1-1 draw because of that decision, I'll be like, you know what? I understand why Egal is pissed off. I get it. But the fact that you were dog shit in that second half makes me have zero sympathy because you were shit. And even the game that we mentioned with Spurs, the Diaz goal was scored 10v11. We had a man missing, wrongfully sent off, and we scored a goal that was disallowed egregiously. Wrong decision. PJ will apologize. But we were attacking. We were on the front foot, even with 10 men. The problem
Ball in the armpit. They changed the whole damn rule because it wasn't a fucking handball.
Exactly. And the game yesterday, the thing that pisses me off is the following. Arsenal didn't attack. Arsenal didn't deserve to win. Arsenal didn't deserve to.
What the fuck was that?
Arsenal didn't deserve to get 3 points. So why should I feel bad for the referee thing?
Egal, I can't believe you're not talking about this lineup and the fact that you started off with 3 DMs this game. Are we not going to talk about that? Are we not going to talk about the approach into this game?
1 second. Do you know what's going on at Arsenal, or are you just looking at the lineup?
No,
you want to be educated? Let me educate you.
Yeah, go on. Okay,
Let me educate you. Kai Havertz injured.
Okay.
Sorry, Kai Havertz ill. Odegaard is on the bench, but he's not 100%. He's ill also, right? We have Timber.
He was ill, but he was on the bench.
1 second. Yeah, he's on the bench, but he's not 100%. You can clearly tell by when he came on. Number 2, Timber had a cumulative of 5 yellow card suspension. We already have Ben White injured. We already have Tomiyasu injured. We already have Zinchenko and all these other guys who don't really play on that right-hand side. So who are we going to play on the right-hand side? We put Thomas Partey there. The reason why you went with the midfield 3 that we went with is because of the lack of is because of the lack of players that we currently had. And now
Am I the only one who read that in Mo's voice as well?
Bottle job. Absolute fraud.
Absolute
wrong tactically by.
Yo, can you retweet it? Lewis, retweet it, please. Please retweet it, Lewis. Please retweet it.
Come on, G.
Come on, big up, Lewis. Go ahead, Egal.
What was that? AC Chelsea. Your city's red, mate. Not
all
a lot
right.
of
You know what,
others.
Shikh? Do you still want to speak about that lineup, or now that you've been educated, you're good?
No. It's we can still speak about the lineup. It's all good. My whole point is
You
that
understand?
he had a defensive
Odegaard
approach in the game.
quickly.
I thought he had a defensive
Odegaard's
approach
been
in the
sick,
game.
mate.
Okay, cool.
Odegaard's
So
been
it was
sick.
a sickness bug.
Odegaard's been sick. Kai Havertz, Ben White, Tomiyasu, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, all injured or not feeling well. So with that being said, with the midfielders that we have to our disposal, What do you want us to do? We went with Declan Rice, Jorginho, and Mikel Moreno. And I'll be honest, Jorginho playing the deep line playmaker, and you have 2 runners and with physicality to help out on counters, and Thomas Partey playing out of position at right back. We did the best to our disposal with the lineup that we had. I don't think the lineup was the problem, and I actually think we were 1-0 up because we played decent to start the game. The issue I had was, one, they gave Ethan a stupid yellow card for time wasting, and then number 2, they gave away a stupid penalty for João Pedro. Ethan also unfortunately has gotten injured since then, and now has a muscular injury, and he's going to miss weeks.
Fairs. I mean, about the lineup, if I'm being completely honest, I actually didn't know that Arsenal had some injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, fairs. But the penalty, it was a clear penalty, bro. He tried to headbutt
It's not a clear penalty.
It's
You
a
guys
clear
are lying.
penalty. Look back at it again.
Every single one of you guys.
He tries to head. He tries to head the ball, and he misses the ball, and he
Every
gets
single
João
one of you
Pedro.
guys have seen goalkeepers punch somebody in the head. You've seen players have head collisions on a normal basis when they're going for the ball, even if, especially if it's in the box, it's 50-50. You don't see people get red cards or penalties for those scenarios.
Bro, João Pedro's back is against the goal. Even if he does control the ball,
João
it's not
Pedro
like he has a shot on target. There's no reason for William Saliba
every
to
single one
do
of you
what
guys
he was
right
doing
now.
there.
I'm gonna send you guys a clip on WhatsApp. Take a second and watch it yourselves, because you guys are being.
Why
idiots.
is Lewis and Shikh quiet about this ref thing? Can you guys talk?
No,
for
because
once?
I'm trying to
literally
look at the
saying it.
VAR reasons for it.
No,
I
I'm
want to
literally
actually
talking
find
about
it.
it. I don't. Okay, first of all, everyone's been saying like how, oh, just because we haven't seen it before. First of all, just because we haven't seen a situation before doesn't mean that it's not a pen. It still means that it could still be a pen. Like, we haven't seen someone punch someone in the box before, so does that mean that that's not a pen? Just because a referee's not given it before? Like that's
Yeah, there just hasn't been a lot of examples of
There
this
hasn't
sort
been
of
a
thing.
lot of examples, which
Bro,
I get, but that doesn't
when
take
you
away
have-
the fact that it's not a penalty. Like,
you guys
it's still
are.
a penalty.
Yeah, because I just think it's like it's a late header, like it's a late.
You know what I
tackle.
know? You guys, your bias towards Arsenal will not allow you to just sit there and be like, you know what, this one right here was dodgy. This one right here.
What does that do for you? What does that do for you or anything or anybody? It doesn't change shit. You just want sympathy? You want hugs? Thoughts and prayers?
Someone
What
play
the
a
fuck is
violin
this?
in the chat.
Thoughts
please.
and prayers, y'all. Please, thoughts and prayers.
Change anything. It doesn't change anything, but it makes the conversation honest.
I don't think it does. Just trying to get everyone to agree with you doesn't mean that it's honest. It means that you've convinced
I don't
everybody.
think you lot were robbed. You lot should have done more to be 2-0 up, personally.
Exactly.
Bro,
I get
don't
it.
disagree with that, Lewis.
I
But
get
if
it.
you-
That
can you
decision-
sit
Right,
here
so then it
honestly tell
doesn't just
me-
come down to the
Lewis,
penalty.
Yes.
Can you
That's
sit
the
here
whole
and
point,
honestly
too.
tell me that was a penalty?
Yes.
I can see why it was given.
Can you see
Like,
why? Can you tell me?
It's
you've
a
seen
late
many
header,
examples
like
of
it's a
that?
late tackle.
How many times? How many times have you seen John Terry get his head done in by other people and never get given a penalty, bro? He used to do that every fucking week.
Well,
Man,
you're
bringing
talking
up
about
John
Abu
Terry,
Dhabi
Yeah, but John
situation.
Terry.
How many
bro,
years
like,
ago was that guy
come
playing?
on, man.
Man, bringing
Exactly.
up fucking John Terry, mate.
I'm giving him an example from his team. John Terry was widely known for heading away everything, even if it was low, and the man would get kicked in the head.
He's
And he was
bringing
still
up
not given a
fucking
penalty.
John Terry. How are we acknowledging this?
No,
I-
because you.
I
Bro,
don't
I'll
get
give
it.
you. Look,
I don't
I'll
Bro,
give
one
you-
time
you're
Johan
not gonna
Cruyff got
talk
kicked
about
in the
the
head and they didn't give him a
John Terry
penalty.
was not the aggressor in those situations.
No, I'm saying he was defending, and he was on the offensive side and still getting kicked at times because he was trying to get head in goals. How many times did John Terry get similar situation to him?
I only remember the Diaby one. There's been other instances where he's thrown his head in terms of shots, but that's the only time where I think like he's been hit in the head.
How many times have you guys seen players get their heads taken off in the box? But because it's a 50-50, they say, you know
I
what?
saw Oliver Skip take a boot to the face and not shit was done about it.
Exactly. But this is a fucking penalty. Hypocrisy, bro.
It is a penalty.
It just seemed like a
That's what
late
I'm saying.
header in the
I don't
box.
get this whole
It's
idea.
not
Oh,
late.
because it's
Go-
not been given before.
One second,
It can't
guys.
be given
you-
now.
I
like,
implore you guys to go in the
Yeah,
in the
did you
group
send
chat.
that video?
Click on the video that I just showed you guys. Watch it, and you tell me that this is a penalty. You tell me.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah,
Yes,
you
okay,
got
penalty.
boink.
It's penalty.
Yeah, hit him right in
Yeah,
the
it
head.
looks like
100%.
Hit him right in the head.
Egal, let me just ask you
Bro,
something.
head-to-head
Egal,
contact, that you can't even
Egal.
do that in the NFL.
Egal, let's watch this
And
clip
they have
together.
helmets.
Let's watch this clip
If you're
together.
late with a
When
tackle in the box, it's a
Yes.
penalty.
Bro,
I'm thinking
the-
the same
Egal,
thing.
Egal,
for
Saliba
let's
head.
just
gets
watch
the
this
ball.
clip together. Let's watch
Saliba
this
gets
clip
Bro,
the
together.
he
ball.
hit
No,
his
he doesn't.
head.
Where does he get the ball?
Watch it.
No, he doesn't.
Watch it.
He's- okay,
Watch
when
it.
he
I am
tries to
watching
head,
it.
When he
Slow
tries
down.
I'm
to
literally
head
watching it
like
right now,
this,
too.
Where does he get the
I'm
Bro
ball?
goes
watching it.
bam right into his
Head
head.
The
throw who makes
trajectory of the
contact.
ball, the
Bro
trajectory of the ball once
boinks
it
him.
hits Saliba's head goes up. You cannot tell me Saliba doesn't get the ball. Saliba gets, what happens is João Pedro gets the ball, Saliba gets the ball, then there's a coming together. Now, if you guys, and Saliba is not even reckless with it, you're making it seem like the man's jumping 2 feet into the air, going crazy. He's literally on his tippy toes.
The man is in front of
He's
him and he's
still got
lowering the
possession
crown of his
first.
head.
So
That's
Saliba
his
hasn't
fucking
taken
fault.
possession
One
from
sec,
him.
one sec.
Bro,
Wait, so
there's
you're
a guy in
saying-
front of him and you're going like this and then you're upset about the, like, what? That makes it more of a foul.
You
If
do
the dude
realize-
is in front of him and the guy gets hit in the side of the head, yes, a penalty. It makes me, I'm so
hasn't
much
taken
sure it's a
possession
penalty
from him with
more.
that.
Egal, let's watch this clip together. The only time he wins the ball is after he initially goes for the first one. that
No,
hits
but he
Bruh.
doesn't
Pedro.
win the ball.
Then
This
he
is
hits
my
the ball.
thing.
He
does hit the ball.
Win
hits
the ball.
He hits the ball after João. You can see the trajectory. Egal
Yeah,
is
he
right.
hits
The
the ball
trajectory of the ball
after.
does change after it looks like it makes contact with Saliba's
Yeah,
head.
but it
The
doesn't
point
mean
that
he's
I'm
trying
making
to
is
win.
Saliba
That's not
is
what
facing the player. He sees the guy and goes head first at him. That's his fault.
And his back against
And he
his
doesn't
back is
win
against the goal.
possession
Where is he
with
gonna go
that.
from there? Where's João Pedro gonna go from there? What is he gonna do from
Bro,
there?
he's just running and blam in the side of the head. That's
Just let him
looks
let
like
him
a pin to
take the
me.
time. Let him control the ball there because there's nowhere that he could really go. That's my whole point. Is that, and also
He's
like,
gonna run into Gabriel or his own player or Declan Rice or
the
Party.
question. Yes, he touched the ball, and I'm not denying that. Like Saliba did end up.
He
touching
does touch the
with his
ball
head.
after João
But
Pedro.
in
I do agree with
question-
that.
In question is that he was trying to win the header that João Pedro ended up winning originally. That was the header that he was trying to win, which he entirely missed. He just entirely missed, and he ended up headbutting the player. And you know, a player in that situation is going to make the most of it because that's just the game itself, and that's just what it is. So, the fact that you're saying, "Oh, both games against Brighton, we've been robbed," the Declan Rice red card was justified as well. You kicked the ball away. Got a second yellow card. You kicked the ball away.
Just because the refs have failed to uphold it
And
to the same
ultimately,
standard
Okay,
doesn't
Egal,
mean that
no,
it is
no,
not
no,
a
ref.
yellow, by the way.
Okay, Gal, before Lewis goes, just one thing. I
Ah,
genuinely
damn,
have
anyway.
watched the replay 7 times.
I've watched
Honestly,
about 70.
genuinely, 100% penalty.
100%.
100% penalty.
Like, I
I'm
don't
not
get
even.
it.
You know, Egal, you know me. I don't even hate Arsenal. I have been accused. I've been accused of. Wait, guys. Wait, sorry. Wait, guys. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Plenty of chances to kill off the game at 2-1 just for you to fucking bottle it. What a fucking idiot as well. They can't score a goal. The bottlers, yes, they did bottle the lead. Absolutely, they did. And all the people that are fucking talking about hold, well, you fucking like, I'm not even your rival, you fucking bozos. All of you. I'm not, like, people are tagging me. Why are you tagging me, bro? Why did I fucking hurt you at some point? You fucking idiots. Why is this? Why are people so fucking bitter? It is so weird, bro. People are fucking weird. People
Shout out
are
AC Chelsea.
weird. Bro, people absolutely just tagging me for no fucking reason. No reason. Why are you fucking tagging me? Why are you tagging me, bro? Why? Why are you tagging me?
Will there be an inter segment on
People are
our? By
bitter.
the way?
I get it if you're tagging me for fun. You're having fun. You're, oh my God, you bottled
Sam.
it. Here we go.
Yes.
What's the point? Someone.
Will there be an inter segment on our?
United Spurs
You know we
of
employ
America.
Hamza, right? It's gonna happen.
Point of Inter. The point of
Okay.
Inter is to win
I got
trophy,
it.
you fucking idiot. What are you doing? Who are you? You support Spurs. I feel sorry for you, bro. I feel sorry for you that you support Spurs.
You see how they have to do because he's hurting so bad. No, put it back. I'm cooking him right now.
Big up Spaghetti Mafia. Okay, then can we
Oh,
have
man.
Lewis's thoughts on Arsenal before we move on to Chelsea? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, look, it shouldn't have got to a point where where it's a refereeing decision that's the difference between both teams. Like, you should be much better than Brighton than to get to this point, because they're winless in 9, they're in terrible form, and to me, it is still a penalty. Like, Saliba doesn't win back possession with that. Ultimately, he's gone in head first and head-butted him. It's a penalty. It is what it is. Get a second goal. Like, we move. But, yeah, it's typical Arsenal. That's why I'm not worried about them winning the league. I don't have to do liver Chelsea and everything like that. I just have to wait. And then we'll see what the excuses are at the end of the season. Big up, everybody.
Another moment where you could have capitalized as well. Liverpool drew this weekend. A lot of the other teams drew this weekend as well. Another moment where they could have capitalized.
Now it's Forest capitalizing.
Yeah. Is what it is.
Everyone's starting to say, "What's the point of enter?" And he's crashing out on Spurs. You know how rattled you are to be
rattled.
crashing on Spurs.
He's rattled. Yeah.
Yeah, because Spurs are irrelevant.
Just lost 3-2 to AC Milan. You're like, fuck Spurs.
Yeah, let me just do that.
He's just defending himself. His back's against the wall.
I can't lie to you. Mo being angry is something
It's
that
so funny, man. Yeah. That one clip.
Let me just
This is what
do
YouTube was
this,
made for. Was Mo being angry.
Fucking idiot.
Okay, guys, let me just do these supers before we move on to Chelsea. Wake us when your ref bashing wins us the league again.
Oh, piss quick.
Hello, Egal. Are you gonna answer?
Address what?
Okay, never mind. Thank you, Netweed, for the super chat. Never mind. Egal started the season saying Arteta must. Now he's listening all the nuances about red cards and injuries. So the must was based on perfect conditions?
No. It's just shit change, bro.
Mm-hmm. Egal, why are you so deflated, mate? Can you give us a smile? Blink twice if you're okay.
I'm still good. You guys just are being dishonest. You're sitting here blatantly telling me what I'm seeing is wrong.
Zayn Mayasi. Oh my god, is this the same Zayn Mayasi?
No way.
No way this is the real Zayn Mayasi. Wallahi, there's no way this is the real Zayn
Big
Mayasi.
up, Zayn.
Him, you know?
Hey, is this the Zayn Mayasi from the Mark Goldbridge thing?
Yeah, it's the legend, bro, right there. It
Yeah,
looks
big
like
up,
bro, this is-
Zayn.
I remember watching Zayn, like...
He's an Arsenal fan, isn't he?
Zayn is the YouTube legend, bro.
I remember watching the cooking Zayn Mayasi stream. Big up Zayn Mayasi. Big up to you. Oh, but let's actually read this message. Don Hussam, Arsenal are coming for Liverpool.
Yeah, he is.
Liver me Timbers.
He
I agree with you. Actually. Sorry. I agree with you. Arsenal are favorites. 100%.
He just said
Your
it
favorites.
should be Timbers.
You must. No, I didn't say that. That was AI that said that. That's grok right there, mate. Big up to Netweed says, and the other 30 minutes, Arteta had to find us a winner. Can you actually answer this time, Egal, please?
The other 30 minutes, Arteta had to find us a winner. Yeah, we didn't find a winner. But let's be honest, Brighton were not scoring without that penalty.
It's not true. They had one chance, which is a tap in.
Yeah, we had a chance also.
Yeah, Matoma missed, but that's not
We
mean
had
that they can't
chances
score.
also.
Like they could have still scored 100%. I'll even say this: I thought you could have lost the game from there.
They never scored besides the penalty. So
Cool. So did you.
We're doing you. We never scored a penalty. We scored.
No, I'm saying you didn't score besides your one goal either, and that's
yeah.
all.
But you guys keep telling us about open play goals.
Yeah, congrats.
I just tell you to win the league because you're in phase 5, and we're talking about referee decisions in phase 5.
Yeah, because bro, the Premier League are blatantly not allowing us to win games.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Premier League is just against Arsenal. It's just an Arsenal agenda.
Honestly,
Nobody else gets referee decisions.
I don't know.
No, that's what you make it sound like.
Arsenal thing.
No, you tweeted this. I saw this. You literally asked a question talking about.
I honestly don't know if it's an Arsenal thing or if it's an Arteta thing. Do they want us to sack Arteta so we can win the league, or is it a Arsenal thing? Which one is it? Because really and truly, some of the refereeing decisions we get, I don't see anybody else get. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. And I watch every Liverpool game. I watch every Man United game. I watch majority of the Tottenham games, and I don't miss many Chelsea games. So I'm watching all your games, and when I'm watching your games, I'm literally sitting there as if I was doing a watch along and just watching the majority of the game and not running around doing stuff either.
No, we have certain instances. Hoyland should have got a penalty against Man City.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why I'm the only team of all your teams.
Ain't nothing but a
penalty.
Tell me why.
Why am I the only team out of all?
I always blame
Reece James got sent off against Newcastle.
Wait.
Reece James got sent off against Newcastle. One of his yellows was for kicking the ball. Sorry.
Was the yellow that sent him off kicking the ball away?
It was one of them.
How's that?
Was the one that sent him off kicking the ball away?
It was one of them. What's the difference?
The difference is the grounds for the yellow card that is going to send you off is usually a lot higher.
Well, it shouldn't be. Yellow is yellow.
Yellow is yellow. You get two yellows, you're off.
Let's be honest. Let's not be stupid.
That.
Let's not be dumb for no reason. The reality situation is when you get a yellow card foul and your second yellow, usually the grounds for it is a lot higher.
I can't believe this.
They don't always want to just send people off. They usually make it a lot higher.
Man gets second yellows for jumping into the crowd.
Yeah, and you mentioned Ethan.
Have you
Ethan
seen
getting a yellow card? That was also a yellow card. He wasted time. That was a yellow card.
Have you seen? Bro, they care more about Arsenal wasting time than people getting head injuries. It's fucked up.
He wasted time though.
They made sure João Pedro's head injury didn't get.
Maybe you should stop wasting time.
Yes, maybe stop wasting time. How about that?
The man literally was putting his hand up.
Bro, he had his hands up for like 5 minutes. He had his hands up for like 5 minutes looking at the players and just wasn't kicking it. That's wasting time.
Guys, you guys are being
maybe use that time to, change the result of the game. Like I said, don't fucking blame the refs.
All four of you are wrong and you're being idiots.
And even then, that was the toss. I remember Ian Robin back in the day got a second yellow for taking his shot. If it was against Sunderland.
Basically, whenever we don't agree with Arsenal, we're being disingenuous, we're being wrong, we're being all of that.
Spence got a second yellow.
We don't know football all of a sudden just because we don't agree that Arsenal should have got it was the wrong decision. Cool. All right.
You are being idiots.
That's what I call victim FC. You guys are victim FC. That's what.
Yeah, we are victims.
You guys want sympathy from everyone all the time. You want excuses for you guys not winning the league.
The only team in the league, somebody's allowed to choke the other player and walk away scot-free.
That's not true.
The only team in the league. Only team in the league.
Tottenham players have a thing for being choked.
That's not true. That's not true. Lewis will know this. Lewis will know this. Lewis will know this. Maguire literally kicked Batshuayi and didn't get a red card. He literally
and
didn't get a red card.
He didn't
get a red card.
Only team in the league is going to get a red card for someone dared to kick the ball away.
Sure. Maguire literally kicked him.
Don't kick the ball away.
I've seen.
Saliba was late, not 50-50. Egal. Typical failures is what JJ is saying.
Listen, we all agree. In slow motion, you could say he was late. I just think it's fucking stupid leading with the crown of your head when there's a fucking dude who's right in front of you.
Who's not going to do anything.
This is the same league. This is the same league that said this is not a foul, by the way.
Now show the one where where he's got his foot in the face of the we could do that all day.
Jacob, let me respond because it's my penalty.
Referees are inconsistent. In other news,
no. There's an easy response to this. Two wrongs don't make a right. Guess what? That one was a penalty. They didn't give it. They should have given it. Doesn't mean because they didn't give it that you're correct. Two wrongs don't make a right.
They give that penalty. They give that penalty. You guys win the game. We going on to win the league.
All I'm saying is you're acting for an unjust thing to act unjust.
How can you say that? If we beat Man City 2-1, maybe we go on to win the league. Yeah. That's such hypothetical speculation.
How does just confirm you win the league just if that penalty is given?
Yeah, we were 5 points ahead, by the way. We got.
Why did you score off a set piece to change the game?
I went to 2009 Champions League coach for referees.
So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, same. I win the 2006.
Egal, trust me, time off Twitter will do you good. I can't lie to you. Egal has been wrapped up in the conspiracy.
That referee ain't getting Thierry Henry.
Bro, we should have got a penalty against Man City. Hoyland clearly got fouled. I didn't complain about it.
You guys honestly know Barcelona were paying refs in 2006.
Bro, Egal is doing a whole documentary.
Yeah,
can we spend the Chelsea segment on the Neto pen? No, you want to know why? Because Lewis has standards, mate. Big up to you, Blazu. Posted. He says it's almost like Egal. Okay, Egal. I said this. I said something to you. Do you think I have an Arsenal agenda? Me?
No.
Have I always been fair
He's
to
an
your club?
Arsenal
Be honest.
twerker, bro. Only agenda he's got
Exactly.
is
They
smoking.
call me an Arsenal twerker. I've been fair to your club. But what you can't say is this one is a robbery.
To be fair, you
And,
have dropped
and what
the
makes matters worse is if
Bro's
you
Ice
attacked
Spice
in the
and
second
Jordan.
half, if you attacked in the second half and hit the post 3 times and you were on the front foot, yeah, I understand why you're mad. But you just showed nothing.
That is never a penalty, Hussam.
Brighton were closer to scoring the second
Yes,
than you
yes,
scoring
you
the
could have
second.
lost
We're
the
gonna
game.
see the same thing happen in a couple days, and it's not gonna be given. And we're gonna sit here and gonna say, "Oh, it's
Two
different.
wrongs don't make
It's
a right."
different.
Oh my God,
It's different.
man.
Get out of here, fly."
No, it's not. No, it's not. I said
Yes,
two wrongs
like-
don't make a right. It's almost like the
But
Arsenal players
also,
stopped
Egal,
playing
what does
so they
that
can-
generally tell you? That's a general consensus of referees are terrible at making decisions. It's not
100%.
just
Yeah,
Arsenal.
so we just
Why
need
is
to
it
suck
just
it up.
Arsenal, though? You
just need
keep
to suck it
bringing
up.
it to Arsenal.
Because the referees are blatantly making
Bro.
us lose points on purpose, bro.
Okay, so there's no reason for you to make a decision. You don't have to foul him in that situation. You're giving the referee a decision to make. You're giving the player a
I
reason
can't
to
believe
flop.
you guys are
It
sitting
is
here.
as simple as that. What do you mean?
Okay, how much?
Did
of
I
an
sit here and complain
second.
about Højlund's
How many
penalty when he wasn't
examples-
given his penalty?
How many examples do I have to bring to you guys before you acknowledge what I'm saying is facts?
Sheik, just quickly, you got a fab tweet.
Fabrizio tweet?
Dorgu
What?
Kirkes Mendes on your left wing back list.
How
see.
many examples do I have to give you guys before you guys acknowledge that it's an actual?
Okay,
There's
I don't
actually
think
no
there is
abuse.
an agenda against Arsenal because even the penalty that you just showed was an agenda against Liverpool last
Hey, I
season.
like that. That's nice.
And we got robbed multiple times at Spurs and against United and against Brighton when McAllister got sent off. Egal, we could have won the league ourselves last season. Let's not do this. It's almost like the Arsenal players stopped playing so they can say we got robbed instead of taking initiative and going for the win. I can't lie to you, I hear that logic. It wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility. We got posted, mate. Egal, you're very capable of a good game breakdown, but you always turn into whiny, why is me referee nonsense. It's so tiring to hear at this point. But Fonzie is giving Egal credit. He's saying he's good at breaking down games, which I agree with. Egal can come here and say we should attack more and we should take the initiative and Brighton were getting cooked in the first half and we should have been 2-0 up and we should have buried them. This is the stuff that I want to hear. Not just talking about the Saliba headbutt. Name calling champions now. I'm sure Bayern are scared. I love Netweed. I think Netweed will celebrate if they sack Arteta tomorrow more than he would celebrate the birth of his first child at this point. Like he's just so fully, he's fucking finished with this.
I get
it. To be fair, I get it. I'm the same with Nunes. I hope she's not watching. Anyway, let's go to Chelsea. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. How many likes are we on? All this arguing with Egal. Imagine we're not 300 likes yet. Have some shame. Let me look. Guys, we are not even at 300 likes. 600 people in here. And we're fighting Egal. Can we get the likes up? Frauds. Everyone hit the like button. Subscribe now. Yalla. And mods push as well. Lewis, carefree with a lot of care now, mate. Talk to me, brother. What's going on, mate? Crystal Palace. Come on, man. You're better than this.
The referees have fucked us over the last 4 games. I'm telling you, first from that Ipswich penalty to Pickford on Gusto. They're ruining my top 4 race. The fuck is this, man? Yet again, we have been robbed. Yet again. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Can you talk about the football, please, Lewis? You're better than this. We told Egal he's better than this. Can you be better?
Fine. Fine. Okay, so awful finishing. Terrible game management in the second half as well. Nicholas Jackson, I like you. I really do. I think you've been really good for us this season. I actually don't think you've been bad over the last 4 games, but you've stopped scoring. And your job, number 1, put the ball in the back of the net. So as much as I can acknowledge your good performances, you're not scoring. First off. Like I look at Maresca's game in general, I think for the most part you got it right. Like first half, Palace had nothing on us, absolutely nothing, bar like 1 chance for Mateta, and that was it. Second half, players are getting leggy again. No changes till the 81st minute, and this is becoming a constant thing with Maresca, where the subs are just constantly late. It tires out the rest of the team, and it means when the players come on, they don't have enough time to actually impact the game. Only subs was like Guiu on in the 81st minute, and then Noni on for Sancho, and Noni was playing on the left, which I don't necessarily have an issue with, only because I've wanted to see Noni play on the left. It's just then, at that time, is the time that we aim for that. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Cole Palmer, average, one good half, one bad half. Like I said with Sanchez for the Fulham game, because he's the one that caused the turnover, he's the one that cost the second goal, it is the same thing for Cole Palmer. I've seen some people try to blame Robert Sanchez for that one. No. Cole Palmer had enough options, went for the wrong option, wasn't good coming back. That's on him. Ultimately, we did enough to win that game. Like, Gusto, poor second half. Achimpong, I thought was pretty good. Colwell, I thought was pretty good. Cucurella didn't do too much wrong. Sancho was good. Neto was good.
Right. Very impressive, Achimpong. Very impressive.
Yeah, good passing, brave on the ball, willing to drive with it, and we needed that because Colwell won't do that. He plays out the back. You need someone who's going to do the ball carrying, and he did that well. So with Achimpong showing that he's got the composure to play in the league, if Gusto is going to keep dropping these bad performances, he can get dropped too. He doesn't need to be in the squad consistently. I know his level. I believe in him as a player. You've not been good this season. That's it. You've just not been good enough. Caicedo, Enzo had nothing wrong with their performances. Did see them get a bit leggy towards the second half as well. But this is why I'm saying I need Andre Santos back. I need Ugo Chukwu back. Maresca clearly don't trust the other midfielders that we have. Lavia ain't staying fit. Casaday's probably getting sold, and so is Carney. So you need to bring back one of those midfielders. The fact that we haven't done that so far is a little bit alarming because it's already been 6 days. We've loaned Santos to Strasbourg. We can loan him back. It's our own club. Just fucking get it done. Ugo Chukwu, I don't know if there's a break clause or not. Figure it out. The whole centre-back situation with Gehi or Chalobah. Like, Gehi, I don't know if that's the bar raiser that we're looking for. But you got to live or die by that one if you pick it. But ultimately, in terms of this game, good performance, poor result, poor second half. At least now the players can get a bit of a rest because we got Morecambe in the cup. So you rotate everybody. They're second bottom in League Two. Then we can try and go to the Bournemouth and Wolves games a little bit fitter, maybe last the 90 because we're not really doing well in second halves. And we're conceding goals in the last 15 minutes very frequently. And that's starting to become a problem for us. But still, no real worries or doubts in terms of top four and everything like that. I expected blips like this, just not in this run of games. Not against Ipswich, Fulham, Everton, Palace. These are games that we should be winning and we pulled 2 points out of our last 12. That's just not good enough. And things need to improve. The finishing needs to improve. The way we end games needs to improve. And the game management needs to improve. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the game.
You know, and
also Sanchez, terrible first half, very good second half. One of the only players that turned up second half.
Here's the thing. I'm so glad you said it's the caliber of teams that's the problem. And I've been saying this to Chelsea fans. Listen, you'd expect Chelsea to drop. Funny enough, I don't know if you watched earlier on the stream on Said's channel, but I was actually defending Maresca because I feel like people doing revisionism here, and you can't do revisionism. Listen, I defended Poch, so I will defend Maresca, and I'll be honest. I get why people are blaming him. The 79th minute substitution, 100%, too late because Palace were building up momentum. However, we can't revise history here. The target for Lewis from the first episode this season is what? Top 4 and Conference League. Factually, whether we all like it or not, they're 4th and they can win the Conference League. So we can't sit up here and just bullshit. Okay? We can't. With the Maresca revisionism, maybe he just doesn't rate his bench. That's something that we must take into account. And the second thing is, look, I'm not going to be disingenuous. Last season, I blamed players. Today, we have to come here. We have to talk about Nicholas Jackson. You have to be clinical. He had like 3 chances. He probably should have scored as well. I think with the Chelsea wingers, I think maybe Madueke brings a different element of just like the ability to risk take. That's something that Madueke is probably higher than anyone else in. And this is why Lewis defended him last week when he said he's the only one who shoots. And this is the reality. Because I realized this watching these Chelsea wingers, a lot of them want to keep the ball. But Madueke cuts in, yalla, let's shoot, habibi. And I think that sometimes builds up pressure on opposition and makes them like shit their pants, basically. So I think
that's why I didn't mind him coming on the left. It's just You picked 87 minutes to try that.
Too late.
Yeah,
late.
like 5 minutes, he ain't gonna do nothing. And I think
Yeah.
and I think with the midfielders, I'm seeing myself once again saying that Enzo was Chelsea's best midfielder. I don't know how. Whole phase Enzo is cooking. We have to be honest here.
Yeah.
He has been cooking.
Evil woman.
He is. I think he has been cooking. But as long as Chelsea bounce back, because you do expect them to bounce back at some point in time, the issue is genuinely the biggest problem in this whole convo is the level of team that they're dropping points to. Ipswich, Everton, Fulham, and now Crystal Palace. Come on. Like, those are not the teams, whether you're on top 4 race, title race, top 6 race, you're expected to beat. You can't drop points to any of those clubs, which is what I'm saying. This is the truth of the matter for me. So I don't know what else anyone else want to say about Chelsea.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It's more so, again, it just goes back to these guys have been telling us for weeks that they're not in a title race. And it's kind of making sense now when we were all calling them out saying, no, you guys act like you're in a title race. It makes sense that their squad isn't entirely there yet. And Maresca is working with what he can, but it's still impressive for what he's done so far. And I still think Chelsea will finish top 4. You're always going to face some sort of adversity for sure. Like, you're not going to go on some sort of unbeaten run and just get wins left and right all the time. You were going to go on a run like this, and this is good that you're going on a run like this early so that Maresca can figure out all these things. But the cracks, we like Lewis has been saying, have been there, and lately you can kind of be like, okay, it is a little bit on Maresca with some of the decisions that he's making. But I see it as Lavia's been out for a while, right? And Lavia comes back into this team and it's a lot different. So it's like you're missing some players here and there, but he's still figuring things out. And I think ultimately that's just where I would leave it. Is that I still think you can get top 4, and I still think you can win a Conference League. And call this a bad run of form or whatever, or if some people want to go over the top, that's cool too. I'm calling it just a bad run of form, and they'll be back. They'll be fine.
See, this is another bit of a worry that we have, and that's a lot of our important players are very injury prone. Yeah. Reece James, I don't need to delve into it. Lavia, same thing. And like this run of games is just showing how much we miss Fofana. Fofana's been really good for us this season and allows us to play high up because he's got the recovery pace to come back. We haven't got that now. So that leads us to us being a bit more susceptible in transition. Not having Reece James means I have to deal with either Gusto or Disasi on the right-hand side. Gusto's out of form and Disasi just doesn't suit the way we play. If we had Lavia, I can push Caicedo into right back. We're fine. But without those options, it's a little bit more difficult for us. So that's why I'm saying I need Andre Santos back. He can do the Caicedo role. He can do the Enzo role. And he's already cooking in League One. He's been sensational. He'd be on the books of a lot of players if he wasn't already on the books of us. So bring him back. Bring one of Ugo Chukwu, because I agree. I don't think Maresca truly rates the bench. When Dewsbury Hall's fit, half the time we don't even make the squad. Cassidy barely plays. Carney barely even gets Conference League minutes. João Felix doesn't seem like you wanted him in the first place. And Kunku, I also think, is a part of a byproduct of playing with Felix constantly in the 10. Because Felix is so selfish. He makes runs, he gets in the right position, never gets the ball. Because Felix is just going to shoot. If you don't trust Hiu, play Felix as the 9.
Say that again. How to say his name?
Hiu.
Is it actually said Hiu?
I don't know, Hiu, Gu, like everyone has a different pronunciation. He said how he pronounced it himself, but I forgot that one. But yeah, if you don't trust him, give João Felix some minutes in the 9 off the bench. He moves like a striker. You might as well play him there. At least I know he can take on a man and beat him 1-on-1, have a shot. Try that. But instead,
Finihas, you're a weasel. You're a weasel, Finihas, just so you know. Egal and Jacob, anything you want to say about Chelsea? Jacob, big up Maresca.
Big up Maresca.
Chelsea were wrong.
I love that.
You are fraud. You are
Big
fraud.
up Maresca.
Listen, Chelsea were wrong. On the real, that was a penalty. That was a worse penalty shout than what went against us.
Oh my
That's
god.
the worst penalty
No way in Chelsea section we're also talking about referee decisions. No way.
What happened to Chelsea was worse than what happened to us. That's the honest truth. Let's keep it real.
Both of them were correct decisions. The Palace defender won the ball and the man, but he won the ball. And your one, Saliba headbutted the guy. Can we move on? Stop being a salty fraud. Can you talk about?
I kind of think it was a pen, but I ultimately think we should have got 2-0 up anyway. I don't care about it. Like the amount of chances that we wasted, I think we had 15 shots and 1 on target. It weren't good enough. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. That and again, the late substitutes. Like, I only talk about the ref in special situations. If we get multiple decisions against us that lead to a result.
Also, if we're
then
going to
I'll
speak
talk
about
it.
one more thing, Enzo Maresca being late once again with his substitutions. You got to ask about that.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yes.
Not good enough.
He needs
It's
to-
become a
yeah.
constant
Wow,
feature with
Egal
him.
brought up a football point.
No, that's fair.
Proud of you.
100%.
Proud of you, Egal.
Yeah,
Anyway,
'cause his
Jacob
game
is
management
smiling a
has
bit.
been
Can I
too
also
much.
say one more thing? Call me a hater or not, but even though I think that goal was Palmer's fault, I still think, Robert Sanchez, you had other people to play there.
You could have played it to the left or right.
Yes,
but
you
it
could
was
have.
Palmer
You
that
could. That's
turned
all
it
I'm gonna
over.
say. I still think it's Palmer's fault, but you could have played it somewhere else. That's just me. Though. But
That tweet is on Egal's head top. He says, if everything is a conspiracy, why follow football? Man says, take off your tinfoil hat. Hey, I hear it, mate. I hear it, I swear. You know what? Egal is just on one today. He wants to deflect from a shit team performance, so he's here to talk about referees and conspiracies. And let's all sing Kumbaya together. But no one sang Kumbaya except him, so it kind of bummed out a little bit.
don't forget.
Anyway, listen.
There's
If Chelsea don't win next week against Bournemouth, that's when I think they should start to be a bit more worried. But now I think they still got this, to be fair. So.
Bournemouth's actually going to be a test as well. They're a good outfit.
And they're your bogey team.
Oh, yeah.
There you are.
Oh, yeah, they got a decent
To
record.
be
at
fair,
the
they're the
moment.
only team to beat Bournemouth away.
Are we?
That's the day Sanchez saved the Evan Nilsson penalty as well. There you are.
Out of all the big
Are
teams,
we
you're the
actually?
only one to beat Bournemouth away.
Yeah, you beat them 1-0, mate.
We
Mad.
haven't even played
Anyway.
them away yet. Yeah. but-
Hello,
Yeah,
Jacob.
shout
Why are you
out
smiling?
Sanchez, man. That's the best game in a Chelsea shirt.
Why are you smiling? High line for life.
Because midweek we get to continue breaking the glass.
No,
that is the
no.
orange slot.
I'm
Continue
gonna Dikembe Mutombo.
Pushing into the
no,
crack
no,
that
no, no,
United made into Liverpool's
no,
armor.
no, no,
We
no,
got
no.
you. We got
We're
you.
here to talk about
Go win that Carabao
Newcastle
Cup, man.
versus
Go win
Yes,
that.
Tottenham
sir. Yes, sir.
Hotspur.
Carabao Cup.
Go win that Carabao Cup. Man.
Carabao Cup. That's not a Carabao Cup. All right. And
We're here
he
to talk
didn't win one
about
of those either.
Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur, mate.
Do we have
You
to?
get
I
me?
mean,
Yeah, we can
move
because
on.
this is the recap.
We were
Okay,
robbed.
Jacob,
I already
I will-
told you.
Okay,
we were
Jacob,
robbed.
right now,
Clear
in front of-
handball.
Jacob, in front of 600 people. Okay?
Hit
This
the likes.
This Wednesday, I don't want it to be on the whole episode. Can you do the first hour of Ahwa regardless win, lose, or draw? You're so confident. Come cook me for an hour then.
I don't know for sure what my wife's schedule is. So my life.
Oh
No,
my God.
you know how you put YouTube first because that's your money maker. Well, my wife make the money, so sure her shit's put first, and then I come second.
Okay, let me check when the game is.
Wait,
let me
wait,
check when the
Hassan.
game is because it's late.
Wait,
The game
Hassam,
is
I
not-
don't know if this is true. I think Salah's atted fucking Carragher on Twitter.
No.
Huh?
No way.
I'm
No.
gonna put in the
The only
private
thing my
chat.
Twitter feed's filled with
I
is
think
this
it's his actual account. I'm
Skip
just
Bayless
shocked.
bullshit.
I think it's I'm just shocked still. One sec.
Yeah, that is his.
Oh, that's actually him. I'm
Oh.
starting to think you're obsessed with me.
Why are you
Mad.
so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know.
Cook his ass, Mo. Cook his ass, Mo. You aren't even our best center back. Sammy Hipia clear, mate. You aren't even our best center back, Jamie. Sit on the floor.
Yeah, man. Cook
Sit
his
on
ass.
the floor, Jamie. You
Cook his ass
fraud. Hold
like
that,
how you
mate.
cooked
That
yesterday.
is mad.
Jaime.
Why are you so obsessed with
Jamie
me?
Carragher?
Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
Hold.
Jamie Carragher?
Hold.
He did
always
not
give
just
some
at me.
Carragher slander.
You didn't do that.
Cody Gakpo, lad.
That was a shit.
That's
match.
actually funny.
Anyway,
What do you mean? No, you try it.
yes, lad.
Okay.
Good. The more
That's pretty good.
distractions that
Yeah.
Salah
That's actually
and,
pretty good.
and Liverpool have, the better it is on Wednesday. Come
You want
on
some
now.
chicken, lad?
Hooker. Y'all
Want some
gotta worry
chicken?
about the just
Home
focus
Salah,
on the
home
big
Salah,
boy
home
dinners.
fire, lad.
We're just trying to eat
How
a
are we,
kid's meal over
Shikh,
here.
lad?
How are we, lad?
How are we, lad? Sound, mate. Anyway, back to the topic. Talk about Newcastle. Don't do this. You are a fraud, mate. Also,
Robbed.
the game, I checked
Robbed.
for your
One
schedule.
word, robbed.
I checked the schedule. The game is at 8 p.m. UK time. So 2 hours, 10 p.m. UK time. We start an hour after 11 p.m. UK time. That's quite late.
On Wednesday? So I might be
Yeah.
able to. The thing is I have work, so yeah, it would probably only be the first hour. I might be able to if my wife is home.
We're down. If it's the first hour, no problem.
It's
you're
because
so
I've already asked her for next Wednesday to move shit around because it's the North London Derby, so I can't ask her for 2 Wednesdays to move all her clients, so.
Big up, wifey. Talk to me
Big
about
up.
Newcastle. Stop deflecting.
There's a reason their slogan is "Ho, way the lads," because they're a bunch of hoes. Robbed. The ref robbed us. Shit calls all. To be fair, he could have given them a penalty that he didn't. Kulusevski was given the old dirty elbow, and I guess it was a rusty shoulder that he gave him. And I can't even blame the refs because it's like, bro, he could have given them a penalty too, and he didn't. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like it's always they're gonna get it right, they're gonna get it wrong. It's up to you to change things, and we didn't. But I thought that we fought hard in a loss. It much reminded me of every time that we do the whole Alamo bit where we're like, we ain't supposed to do nothing, and then we don't do nothing. But it was a valiant attempt, and a little bit of me does take solace in the fact that Ange Postecoglou was pretty proud of the boys after the match. The players clearly played for Ange Postecoglou. So, all these wah Spurs fans, I call them the Costco guys or the Chicken Little Boys. They all like to say, he lost the locker room. What'd you say?
Fuck off, Wolves.
Forest just scored the third, by the way. I'm not
Go on, Forest, man.
They just destroyed
Get relegated.
Go on, Forest. Win this league. Win this league, man.
Forest just scored a third. Well, hey, that's another stick that they used to beat Angel with. Well, we had Nuno. Look what he's doing. It's like, yes, the club is shit. How does that not register? Well, Ainge is supposed to win stuff and get in the top 4 and win stuff. Fuck off. Fuck off if you actually thought Tottenham were going to fucking win stuff and get top 4. It's either or. And I'm tired of the top 4 bullshit. I want fucking trophies. Now, I differ on a lot of Spurs fans. I was on a panel show with George and a few other Spurs fans. And look, they all say that they'd rather get top 4 than Carabao Cup. And I'm just so different than that. I don't give a fuck about fucking Champions League when all we do is get bounced out of the group or the knockout phase. I'm tired of it. So why do I want to play in a competition I legitimately have no fucking chance of winning? Maybe get to a final and then we'll fuck woohoo. But again, it doesn't lead to anything. So to me, I would like to see some fucking silverware, and then I'll start worrying about all the other, like, oh, we got to build a this and a that. I just want to see some silverware because literally since I've been a fan of Tottenham, we've not won one fucking trophy. So, need one. That's it. That's all I care about. This result, win, lose, or draw, didn't fucking mean that we were going to get a trophy or not. Never thought we were playing for the Premier League. Always felt like the other 3 competitions were all there to play for. And, as long as we don't leave tomorrow with a, -2 goal differential in the leg, then, all 3 competitions are still everything to play for. So, as far as I'm concerned, what I asked for in the summer, I said, I'll take 12. In a Carabao Cup. And right now we're still in a fucking contention for that. I said I'd take 12 and a FA Cup. I said I'd take right above relegation to win that Europa Cup. So we're still, maybe our trajectory is looking like the ladder in the Premier League form and maybe not in the European form. But look, like Egal said about his team, like every team is saying about their team, there's a fuck ton of injuries. There's a lot of minutes under these legs, and the players are now getting sick. And we had 7 players miss training, 7 senior players miss training the Friday before that match, the day before the match. So that's why I honestly thought we were going to start that match with Basuma and Alfie Dorrington at center back. Now, you probably don't even know who Alfie Dorrington is, but he's a center back.
We don't. I've never heard.
He's an academy lad. He's like your Kwanzaa, if you will, but, he still is he's just a little lad.
He's texting Astrid as well.
Oh, he's Asher Wed Merchant. Oh, fairs.
Oh, is that what? Is that? I thought it was that
before you.
Kwanzaa.
Jacob, I'm gonna big up Jacob. I want to big up Jacob here. I completely agree with Jacob. This only applies to Spurs out of everyone on this whole panel, and I'm being dead serious. I'm not even trying to belittle or anything. Jacob's 100% correct. Their mentality is so on the ground that winning the Carabao Cup is a lot more important than getting top 4 because they've gotten top 4 before. What has it gotten them? Honestly, let's be objective here. Yes, okay, it got you a nice stadium, Champions League final, etc. Good moments.
International fans, sure.
Yeah. Ajax, like you'll always remember. I get it, but it come up a point.
But think about how sad that is. That everyone's most favorite recent memory is winning in a semifinal, not winning the fucking trophy, but getting. Oh, we came back from a losing position. Why were we in that position in the first place?
Jacob, do you know who you support?
Yes.
Come on, you Spurs.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Brother, you know who you support.
Don't say that, Jay. Don't say that because he says big up Maresca every time he starts the speech.
No, that's not true. I only said that when we were in the Chelsea section because of what he said in the press conferences. But of course, you wouldn't understand that, Mr. Slot out. Yes, that's right. I am Slot out. And
guys,
edit Slot out.
Okay, first of all, have you ever played Modern Warfare 2?
Slot out.
Have you ever played Modern Warfare 2?
I've played Call of Duty, but not Modern Warfare 2 specifically.
Why do you speak like Makarov when you want to imitate me? I don't get it. Do you think I'm Russian?
Yo, he actually does.
shit
Bro, I bet he
Call of Duty.
Wallahi, I'm gonna open this in new tab.
I am
Wallahi,
He
I'm gonna open
does.
this in new tab.
Wallah.
Tell me that this is not exactly how Jacob just spoke. Tell me right now that's not exactly how the fuck he spoke. I'm gonna right now. He's literally talking like Makarov, bro.
Well, you know, it just you're deflecting to my shitty accents. All my accents are really bad, and they all kind of blend together the more I do any of them. So
What? This how he just imitated me, quite literally.
no.
Everything has fallen. The world's men of action will look and wonder how it came to this. You may be able to destroy me, but the beast will eventually come for.
See? That's what
I'm
he just
telling
said.
you now,
I am
slot
slot
out.
out. Like it's fully
I am slot
fully Russian. Like.
Slot out.
I'm Jordanian, mate. We're all the R's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slot out.
Slot
I'm
out.
not from Moscow.
There's no R's in slot
Guys,
out.
Slot out.
Yeah, okay, so that's why you can't imitate it, mate. Anyway, big up to Blazu who says beating Bournemouth away. You'll never sing that. There you are.
Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that.
You'll never sing that.
Technically, Tottenham were at one point, but
You haven't won a Champions League.
well,
Don't have-
before
don't have
Champions
to
League was a
call me-
thing, we won the Europa. So
I know it's
That
gonna
counts
time
for
you out
something.
24 hours. You just called me Modi.
I mean, to be
No.
fair, Arsenal don't have that, so you have.
Gonna time you out.
that is
Told you
true.
about
Hey,
team?
just
That's
let
crazy.
me. I was gonna say, Lewis, just ease up now. Let me hold on to the little strings that I do got, which is shit that I didn't see.
I know. I do feel for you.
You know, low key, I wish. Does anyone here have PS5?
Yes.
Nah,
Can you bring like these old games and play them?
They
have-
said a lot like PlayStation has a lot of their like PlayStation hits that they bring back that you can buy out the
I think
store.
you can. I
for
think
sure.
it is backwards compatible, but you need to have the disc version of it because
Oh,
I have
yeah,
the
that's
digital
true.
one. So
I
you
fucking
can't
sold them
download
all
those
on my
games.
PS3.
But you could buy the digital one, and then if you want to later, just buy the disc reader that plugs into it. So
That too.
that's
That works too.
Yeah, but here's the problem that I have. There's no Jordanian store.
What do you mean? Like,
I can't buy. I have to get
Oh.
PS5 with disc because I can't buy in this thing.
you can't
Because
buy
there's-
digital PS
No,
Plus.
it doesn't accept Jordanian cards because there's no Jordanian store. You know, I would love to do like one day like a stream where I just play Modern Warfare 2. I swear to God, I would go on the most
Yeah, do it.
difficult difficulty, play campaign mode. Bro, I was so good. I used to get nukes and stuff. Wallahi, that's the
I'm
best.
not gonna lie.
online-
One of the saddest parts of growing up was
get
like
fucking-
realizing I can no longer keep up with those
get a
teenagers on
game
Mountain
capture
Dew.
card.
They're just
hey, I say we should have a A-listers pro clubs team. That'd be fire.
see that I can play, but first person shooters, the older I got, the worse I am at it, and it's like too much. I don't see the little. I get killed all the time, and it was just like I guess I'm an old bastard now, and I can't play first person shooters. I don't know.
You want to know the problem with that, Sheikh?
That's sad.
Yeah.
Jacob is an employee of A-listers, which means every pro club stream will get demonetized. So we cannot run that, mate.
What?
We
Me?
simply
What do
cannot-
Wait.
Oh,
I never say
you're-
anything.
So you're a very calm person when you play FIFA, huh?
I'm the calmest.
You're the biggest fucking liar.
A three-letter word comes to mind, Zen.
You're gonna say United Spurs of America Jacob is calm when he plays FIFA. You are the biggest
He is.
liar.
I played FIFA with
I'm
him.
calm at every juncture.
To suck your balls because you missed the chance.
No,
You are a fraud.
nah, he's actually not. He does.
Oh,
Well, to be
remember playing-
fair, it was probably a chance worthy of saying that. I mean, I only say things that need to be said.
Jacob, I need you to respond to the super chat before we wrap up. I think Ainge has to change. Your response.
Well, cool. And, you know, plenty of people think the moon is made of cheese, but doesn't mean that it is. But you can believe it. I don't really give a shit. I don't care what anyone thinks. I know what I think, and someone being like, I'm always right, doesn't mean that you are. It just means that you talk the most.
Jacob's the calmest. Give me a minute then.
Oh no! Unless it's De Niro. De Niro likes to trigger me. I'm not gonna lie, Gonzo. You.
Shout out
I
to
can't
him.
lie to you. This is the worst. This is the worst stream for De Niro to be watching. Like Gonzo, you can't be watching this one, mate. You just can't. You just can't. This is the worst one, mate. Big up Gonzo, man. Big up, big up. Anyway, on that note, mates, big up to all of you guys.
But also to address the super chat more honestly, Ainge did change, and he has changed continually, and he's won, and he's lost, and he's drew. Changing, not changing, all the above. Literally, there's not like all these people that just, yes, the results fucking suck. Doesn't negate any of that. Like none of it is. So like saying Ainge has to change, he has. Ainge has to do this, he has. Ainge has tried every fucking thing that he's got, and right now he ain't got a lot to work with. So he's just doing what he does, which is fucking carrying on. And I thought that the team really embodied the fact that our backs are against the wall, and we fought hard in a fucking losing effort, you know, like 300. We adapted, we changed, we tried to use the fucking, you know, whatever to our advantage, and it just didn't work. Everybody's dead. So
I am completely on Jacob's side, by the way, when it comes to this, Matthew. It's listen, sacking Ainge is not going to change anything but some short-term.
Then we get fucking Ryan Mason, or what, to Eden Terzic, which is just a fucking schnitzel eating Pochettino.
No, but forget all this. Genuinely, I think if you sack Ange tomorrow, you're going to be happy for a month, only short term. That's it. Like bounce back, a new manager, and then after that, it goes to the shit.
Look, we got 3 wins on the bench.
And the same people, I promise you, are going to be the new manager out after 3 months.
Yeah, they always are. They always are. They didn't want the last one. They didn't want the one before that, and they barely want the one before that. But they're so right because they said, look, I'll put it this way. And this is the last thing I do want to say about it. It's easier to predict.
Ainge has to change, not change Ainge with someone. So he's saying keep Ainge, but change a bit.
And this is where I start to agree. Like there's varying levels of how much I agree with how much you adapt based off of what you have. Like where we're at right now, we're Flintstones car with our feet on the bottom trying to go on a highway. And it's like, maybe we don't take the highway to get there this time because we're in a fucking Flintstones car. So I do agree with like the aspect of he has to change, and he has changed. He has tweaked and adapted different things and different players. And to me, like he's just not abandoned the philosophy of trying to score fucking goals, which to me is, you know, the name of the game. You score more goals, you win the game. And it's a very simple method there. But I will say this as well about anyone who says that they are the truth speakers. They are the, I know it all. Like I said, the Costco guys, the Chicken Little Boys, any of that faction that want you to believe whatever they say. Like, again, it's easier to predict the losing lottery numbers than it is the winning lottery numbers. So my point in being is like, if you're going to be like, haha, look, I picked 6 losing numbers again. It's like, yeah, that was fucking very easy to do. It's very hard to predict the correct winning number. I'm not saying Ainge is the correct, metaphorically, the correct winning lottery numbers. However, I think that this whole like I'm always right, I've always been right, blah blah blah, wham, like, bro, my dad taught me I don't need nobody to act like a dad on YouTube for me. So I don't need nobody to be always right. I don't need nobody to agree with me. I don't need nobody to fucking boast me up. I am who I am. You can like it or love it, and it's plain and simple. I'm a very opinionated person, but like at the end of the day, I don't know more than the next guy. So I would never say, it's okay, Jacob, it's a new year. I come bearing gifts. Here's the gift. See, this is what I'm talking about. They want Ryan Mason, And this is what I'm not gonna do is
I'm the
get triggered
calmest.
about the name Ryan Mason.
I'm the calmest. Gonzo, I can't lie to you, you're right. He's not the calmest, 100%. I'll tell you who's the calmest on this stream, honestly. Shikh, by far the calmest. On this Shikh wins for the calmest. Like, honestly. And the angriest is me. I admit it. I'm Arab. It's in my DNA. Second angriest is Jacob. Third angriest is Egal. Fourth angriest is Lewis. That's how I rank angry from angriest to angry.
Chill, guys, man.
Bro, I'm not. People think I'm angry, man. My wife
guy
is
always
like, you need to
overdo it.
control your anger.
Lewis, we just had a moment as a crew, and you just ruined it.
Yeah, I've been calm because like I've been
again. Okay.
I've been mid-table 2 seasons in a row, so it's like, what more can I say? You know, I have to be calm. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's the one.
Anyway, guys, on that note, big up to all of you guys. Egal is going live, and Shikh is going live after the stream. But we're gonna redirect you to the kiwi eating merchant, who is probably has just slammed down 70 kiwis already. Yeah, Zizou, you get me. Shikh TV is in the description. Go subscribe and watch his live. Let's open 3 new tabs, you guys. Shikh stream, Egal stream.
Anymore.
Okay, perfect. 2 new tabs then. Shikh TV and Ziad Zone. You get me? Go watch both of these guys' streams. We have to support up and coming content creators. Carefree Lewis G in the description. Go subscribe. There is no such thing as Jacob Allraven. There is something called the United Spurs of America. Billy Ray Cyrus from Wish. You can check him out over there. I'm gonna take my Spurs down the old town road. I'm gonna.
I'll tell you what, if we sack Aaron, the
like
channel's getting rebranded, and I'm
I
just
love
gonna
that
like.
intro. Jacob, your intro.
Okay,
is
literally,
fire, man.
before we end,
love your
Jacob,
intro.
10 seconds on Insta. I give Jacob,
your
give
intro
Jacob
is
full screen.
fire,
Go ahead,
man.
Jacob. Respond to Mr. Spaghetti. 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna end.
He says there is no point of Spurs, just like Inter's. There's no point in going all the way to Saudi Arabia to play a final you were 2-0 up in. Losers. Zlatan owns you. Stick to pepperonis and fettuccine, all right? And let's keep the Premier League talk to the Premier League boys. And you just tell me what the next rigatoni pasta coming out is. How about that?
Yalla, see you guys over on Ziad.
Is Inter just a food review page or what?
Spam Pochin in his chat just to rattle him. Just to rattle
Bro,
him.
Inter Miami better than Inter Milan.
Spam that in Ziad zone. Love you all. See you guys on the other side.
Shit.